Hey, can you actually hear me? He's back! He's back, baby! That's what I'm talking about! Ooh, do you guys hear that now? It's not just my voice. You hear that? Do you hear that? It's the sound of paradigm shifting! Twitch is no longer the same! The fucking low limit bullshit that's been tolerated on this platform while I was taking a break will no longer be tolerated. I'm back, baby. Let's shift it. I got that dog in him. What's up? Hey, good to see you. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Holfis. Oh, yeah, Tony Target. We got to talk about that. CJ. No, don't say let's go, Brandon, because that has connotations that I think you know. You can say let's go, Atrioc. That's fine. Nerdy Brigade. Not really Mezak. True Lion the Lion. What an interesting name. Hello. Good to see you all. Yeah, I'm back. All right. That's the fucking long and short of it, dude. I'm back and better than ever. I have a pretty interesting story to tell. One that I'm a little bit embarrassed, actually, to fully reveal to you guys. But I will be doing that. Don't say, let's go. That's my favorite Glorketer. You guys understand? It's not crazy to just give a sincere compliment. Or a sincere hello. You guys are like, if you're like, hey, it's right, glad to see you're back. You know, it's such a simple message. You don't got to say, oh, the glizzy Glorketer's back. It's not required. This is my first stream. This is a sincere hello. What an odd first stream to show up to. What could have compelled you? Toxic Cloud. Thank you for the 8 months. Welcome back, A-Man. A-Man? Sorry, thank you for the 8 months, but we don't say A-Man. Big A, that's fine. Atrioc, we don't say A-Man's not a thing. A-Man sounds weird. Stevie Blunder is actually a great name. It's a great chess name. Here, 1 second. Let me get my, I got some Sour Patch Kids. I'm going to get them. I waited till 11 just to figure out that no one would call. Oh, yeah, ad. Hashtag ad for the new two-sided Two-Faced Sour Patch Kids. Reminds you of your two-faced friends, you know? Mother. Fuck, those are good. Hashtag ad. Bro, I'm going to need some ads. So listen, the theme of what I'm going to talk about today is we're going to get to the bottom of whether or not Disney stole $5,000 from me. Because I am about $5,000 to $6,000 poorer than I was on Friday. And I'm going to need some Sour Patch ads to make up for that. God, those are good. Oh, fuck me. No, I did not buy... I didn't buy the fucking Star Wars drink. I didn't buy the $5,000 Star... If you guys know what he's talking about, there is a $5,000 Star Wars cocktail that you can get. I didn't buy it, okay? I ordered it. There's a difference. Okay, I galactically commanded it. I summoned it with the Force. There's a big difference. No, I didn't buy that. But I did spend over $5,000 in 2 days. So we have to talk about that. And I need to explain. I got some pictures. I got some photos. And I want to walk you through it. And then we can decide together whether or not I lost 5 racks. The Kaiba crystal drink. You're saying Kaiba like from Yu-Gi-Oh! Hetros 5, thank you for the 5 gifted. Sweb, thank you for the 9 months. Nick W, thank you for the 4 months. Roulette, thank you for the 21. Close to 2 years. Bro, thank you. Hey, before we get to all that though, Anybody check out anyone see Melee? Big Mango win. Yeesh. That was sick. I was so fucking stoked to see that. If you guys don't know, if you don't follow Melee, you don't blame you. You know, it's a fucking old ass game. But if you don't follow Melee, Mango's been like the fucking, he's considered by many, myself included, to be the greatest player of all time. And he's been top 5 forever. Forever and ever and ever. And they recently put out a ranking where they put him at 11th. And everyone was pissed, myself included. Because you don't put Mango at 11th, dude. You put him at 11th? He's fucking Mango. If he's active, you don't put him at 11th. Anyway, they put him at 11th. And immediately, like fucking, what is it? It was a week after, 2 weeks after, he wins a major, possibly a super major, against like 8 people ranked higher than him. He beats Hungrybox, who was ranked 3. He beats Laud, who was ranked 9. He beat everybody. And then he tweeted, fuck the rankings. That was so sick. It was so sick, dude. It's just fucking, and the man's so good for the scene. I swear to God, I don't know what listen, I love, there's a lot of players I love. I love J-Mook, and I love a lot of I love Zane. But the scene won't be the same without him, for real. Kage, thank you for the 25 months. 25 months, you said, I've almost paid you back for letting me be your editor. Well, almost. I know you're joking, but you technically, because I let you be my editor, you do owe me quite a bit more than 25 months. Let's say 40 months, we'll call it even, and then even then it might be. So, like, keep it up. I appreciate it. Obviously, you're on the right track. Atrioc, can I be your editor? I'll send you my resume. If you have, yeah, you can. For sure. We're always looking for more editors. But it's tough for me to judge an editing resume. Frank Gogpatry, thank you for the 9 months. Belated congrats on the wedding. Thank you. Thank you for the belated congrats on the wedding. Luhite, thank you for the 9 months. The king is back. Dude, I'm back, baby. I'm streaming. So what's cool is this week, a lot of people from the Big N, NVIDIA, are on vacation. So it's a less busy week. Like, a lot of people are on vacation. And Ari is going to a fucking cosplay thing. So she'll be gone. So it's DGen hours. It's I'm actually going to stream. I'm actually going to stream this week. Which I'm excited to do. I've been fucking wanting to stream. So yeah, it should be fun. It should be a good ass week. Did you propose with a Joker ring? No, I proposed with a Joker laugh. I used a regular ring, but I went you know, I got this ring, and then I popped it out. And so it was kind of an epic moment. Like, it was kind of really cool. I don't know. I just felt like I was a real, I don't know, badass, I guess, Sigma. Can I be your barber? I'll send you my resume. I'll live in Ireland, so you have to fly over. Also, I don't know how to cut hair. You drive a hard bargain, Irishman Steve. But that's the kind of moxie you want in a barber. You want that can-do attitude. The willingness to reach beyond your current limits. Stretch your current skills. It's a deal. I'll see you on Wednesday. It's tomorrow. I'll get on a flight now. Immediately following this stream, I'm going to fly 9 hours to Ireland. I'd ask you to meet me at the airport, but that's presumptuous of me, so I'll find your house. Show up. You cut it. I'll immediately turn around and fly back. You sound like a manager? Is your manager talking like that? Bro, can we... Well, I should save this. God damn it. Everything that I read that's of any value, I like to save for Marketing Mondays. But what that means is interesting topics of discussion are limited to 1 or 2 days a week. And instead I talk about fucking glizzy glarkening every other day. That's not good. That's not a great... I wanted to talk about how Gen Z in China has got it just as bad as Gen Z here, if not worse. You can relate. There might be a common ground here. I just read an interesting article about how fucking Gen Z in China is like overworked, underpaid, fucking stressed. Hey, Are you a big Simple Plan fan? They're my favorite band. I'll be honest with you. No. No, I'm not. Listen, hey, people can enjoy their own fucking music. I have no enjoy what you want. I play that song as a meme. I am not a big Simple Plan fan. I don't do that. That's not. Simple Plan made a banger intro for Scooby-Doo. That is the bar that most actually not this is again off topic, but Black Thought released a album called Cheat Codes featuring the late MF Doom, Raekwon, a bunch of people, and it's like such a fire fucking if you like hip hop, it's such a fucking good goddamn album. And he is the GOAT, and he remains the GOAT. He's been so good at rapping for so long. And if you are all interested in like banger verses and really clever wordplay, I would check it out. And I would check it out in the dark. I would like lay down. I did it on the flight. I just like sat there quietly and listened to the whole thing, and it was fucking awesome. I do love hipping and hopping. All right, well, Macklemore has also got albums that you can check out. Hey, Atrioc, job update. I didn't get it, but someone else in my program did. Awesome. It's great. Good for you. Although, are you going to be pissed? Do you ever think about the very human reaction of like when someone you're close to gets something that maybe you wanted, and you have to like wrestle with, it's like a stretching human learning moment where you have to be like, I'm happy they got it because they're my friend and I want them to do well. And you should. Even just on a grand zoom out level, like it's good when your friends do well. You don't want your friends to be all miserable and sad. You know? But also you have to be like, you know, because you have that little twinge of like, fuck, I wanted that. And I think this happens to a lot of people. It's a very relatable feeling. And I think processing through it is good for you. If you end up in the right spot, I guess. If you end up processing through it and you're like, you know what? Fuck them. They're not my real friend. They would have given it to me. Well, then it's not good. But read Zemdo's message. LMAO, my ex stole a job from me because the creative director had a crush on her. Moved across the country and broke up with me. Oh my God, dude. You know what though? Your life's a movie, dude. Not a happy movie, but that's a movie. Your life's take solace in the fact that that's a very unique situation. You got a crazy story out of that. Most people's breakups are so boring. Yours is kind of interesting. That's an interesting story. And when things feel better, it's going to be a fun tale to tell. Yeah, maybe channel that pain into a book. Channel that pain into a rom-com. Or like the opening to what's the Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Hey, Stevie Blunder, I love when people spam a huge fucking ton of text. You know, that's my favorite thing in the whole wide world. But today I'm going to try a different thing where we don't do that. Okay? We're going to try a little bit of a different thing where we don't fucking spam gigantic blocks of text. Yeah, my life a movie, The Joker. Sad. By the way, I am one of, I don't know, is it still safe to say? Can I come out of my fucking bunker and say that I think The Joker wasn't a pleasant or good movie? Good is the wrong word, because Joaquin Phoenix was good in it, but it wasn't even a fucking, it wasn't really a Joker movie. You understand? It was like, it was very obviously they pasted on the fact that they just put on the Joker clown mask for a little bit so they could sell it. It was a movie about a mentally ill person that kills someone. That's the movie. And like, that could be an interesting movie, but they sold it as the Clown Prince of Crime's origin stories. And it literally wasn't that. They had that fucking absolutely ass shoehorned Batman young Bruce Wayne scene in there. Oh, that was the most awful fucking studio note I've ever seen. I feel like that movie was if someone, instead of buying a script, bought like a high school shooter's journal and fucking turned it into. It's like the most depressing. It's a fucking awful. First Elon, now Joker. How about you go fuck yourself? Wait, didn't Slime tweet something recently that got the fucking hive mind on him? I forget. God damn it. I didn't get to check Twitter too much. Bro, I'm still recovering from my dude, the other thing I said. So I've said about 3 things that have like really uprooted some of my fan base that thought I was ride or die with their beliefs. I made that video basically saying that Elon has been a clown, especially around the whole Twitter thing, which he has. He has, dude. Like, even if you're the biggest Elon fan in the world, you should be like, damn, he really fucking goofed on this stupid ass Twitter deal. You should just think that. It's fucking obvious. So Elon stands, fucking send me hate mail for that. All right, fine. Check that box. Then I said, I said in a recent video, I said that the fucking IRS getting more funding, obviously, nobody in the world likes the IRS. The IRS is unpopular. But I said, actually, if you really look into it, this could be a really good thing. And I took a fucking, what I think is kind of a researched and bold stance, that if you look at the data, it could actually be a good thing. And fucking, oh my God, so many people are like, you fucking libtard. They're going to hire 87,000 armed guards to come and patrol the streets like stormtroopers. Bro, dude, it made me so, I was on a plane and it sucks because I get locked on a plane. I usually can, I skim or don't read comments because there's fucking shit to do. But when I'm locked on a plane for 5 hours and Ari's asleep and I have internet access, I read everything in the Discord and I read everything on my fucking YouTube. And I was fucking in there fucking replying. I was reply Andy, dude. And I wasn't even, usually when I reply, I'll like do a little joke. You know, if somebody sends me a fucking funny comment, I'll be like, I don't know, I'll just send them like a 2-liner joke. And that's the reply. I was writing like paragraphs. I was like, bro, you are so fucking absolute brain dead. Everything you've written is fucking propaganda by somebody way wealthier than you that they just like put the bare minimum effort of getting you to believe, and you are vomiting it up verbatim. You're doing the work of their fucking PR team for free, and you're broke, and you have an anime profile picture on YouTube. Oh, it made me so mad. Anyway, have you seen Ludwig's YouTube banner? Such an off-topic thing. Is it just a picture of Ludwig? It's his place thing. It's cool, yeah. I did see there was a Mr. and Mrs. Ewing thing in there, which is very sweet. Whoever team worked on that. Shout outs to them. We don't negotiate with weebs. You know what? I used to think that. I used to think we could live in a world where we could just write off weebs, you know? But as I look out among the sea of you, I see a lot of weebs. The problem is the weeb army grows by the day. The weebs have infiltrated all aspects of our life and government. Weebs are everywhere. You can't, they're like the fucking aliens from Animorphs, dude. They have their little thing in your ear. They watch one fucking One Piece and all of a sudden, the weebs have the virus has spread. We're going to have a weeb president. We gotta start bullying again. Did you see the tweet that was like Grey's Anatomy is white women's One Piece? Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. That tracks. I mean, every group of people has fucking guilty pleasure media. And pretending that any one of them is superior than the other is pretty cringe. And there's good anime, but I've never met an anime profile picture that I thought had good takes. Ever. Not once. I've never seen a single anime profile picture. It's not that you like anime, it's that you put anime as your representation for the world. And that has never had a good take. Not one. And I've been on the internet a long time. I haven't seen one. Sesame Street is just One Piece for kids. That's fucking cringe. The only good profile picture is a Photoshop picture of yourself with Joker makeup and the clown. That's a good profile picture because that says, yes, I'm willing to engage you with reason and with logic. Okay? And maybe you Photoshop Rick Sanchez in the back. That's a profile picture that like says that you've got an even keel. Says the Joker hater. Oh yeah, I'm a Heath Ledger Joker lover. There's a difference. Okay? I'm a Mark Hamill Joker lover. And Joaquin Phoenix is a good actor. But that wasn't the Joker, dude. That was just a fucking sad, depressed man. Rick and Morty is One Piece for geniuses. Yes, well said. Have you watched? I haven't watched the new Batman. I was gonna watch it on the. It's the problem with the new Batman is that there's not enough Marvel movie jokes in it. Shout out to Ludwig. Thank you. Finally, someone said it. It was brave. It was brave of him. No, I haven't seen it. The problem with it for me is that it's fucking 3.5 hours long. And I look at the runtime and I say no every single time. I want to watch it. I'm sure it's good. Apparently, fucking half of you's music tastes is entirely based on that movie. Apparently, fucking the new Batman came out and everyone fucking 17 and under said, yes, this will be my new aesthetic and music taste now. And that's cool. That's fine. That's hype. I mean, people get their shit from movies. I got this watch I watched the movie Fracture with Ryan Gosling in 2007. Fucking long ass time ago. And I said, I want that watch when I grow up. And then I did. I got it. I've wanted it for fucking 15 years. It's actually very great, but the run's not gonna be annoying as fuck. It's just like hard to slot into your fucking day, dude. I finished streaming at 11. I'm gonna pop on a 3-hour movie. Hey, it's a Chevy. This is Chev cat. Hello, Chev. He's getting so big.
Yeah.
He's very Chevron with Techron. Look at this little dude. This cat is a content cat now after Stan's farmed him out, pimped him out. I've kept this cat off cameras. And the second I let Stan's cat sit, he changes his title to Atrioc's cat is here and does a bunch of cat cams and shit. All. But this is the real star of the show right here. This is the real. Look at this fucking dog.
She refuses to look.
Viola. I love this dog. I love this dog. She's thin. Because she wouldn't eat at Stan's place. She's starving herself like a bulimic.
Hey, bulimics eat everything. They just throw it up.
Right. What's starving yourself then?
Anorexia.
Atrioc, I have a job interview on Thursday. Okay. What did you say? Hey, thanks, babe. I have a job interview on Thursday at a nice restaurant. Watching you helped motivate me to try harder. Thank you, Sir Glister. You don't have to add that part, dude. That was a really sweet message. Good luck. I hope you get it. Godspeed. Don't have to call me Sir Glister, though. It's not. Obviously not. Oh, Better Call Saul was a great finale. Although I got to be honest with you. Dude, you know what I hate? This is actually the biggest, and this is like really low bar. Saying this out loud is out of touch and cringe. But the most frequent problem that I encounter is that people ruin my opinions for me by being people that I don't like. How do I say this? Like, if I think something and then someone I think is stupid says something similar, I can no longer hold that opinion. The internet ruins opinions for me because I'm like, I know that you're stupid as fuck. And so I don't want to have the same opinion as you. It ruins it for me. It makes me reevaluate. And my opinion was, I kind of wish they didn't use black and white for the last like 8 episodes of Better Call Saul. Not that listen, I loved it. I thought it was a fantastic ending, but I kind of wish they just didn't use it. And then I saw a tweet, and the tweet was like, black and white belongs in the 1930s when it was created. I will not be watching the end of this show. If they keep doing the black and white thing, they're dead to me. And I was like, you're so fucking dumb. And then I was like, black and white's great. Like I grit my teeth and I went to the other side and like stuck my feet in. I was like, actually, it's cinematic and it makes a fucking good point, you fucking idiot. But like, I agree with them 5 minutes ago, but I just know you're so stupid. It's like, it's my brain just doesn't want to agree with fucking dumb douchebags who are so, they can't say it. Anyway, so that's my only gripe, is that I kind of wish they had just like faded it into color. And just like we all understood where it was in the timeline. Like I didn't need that to know where it was in the timeline. But outside of that, it was fucking awesome and the acting was amazing. And Better Call Saul is really good. If you haven't checked it out, it's very moving. And just a good ending. Being contrarian, Giga Chat. Yeah. I think I have a little bit of that streak in me. I don't like to agree. I don't like everyone to just agree. It makes me feel like something's wrong when everyone's on the same page. ISO Belfiona, thank you for the 13 months. Stelios, thank you for the 27 months. Happy 27 months, Big A. Congrats again. Thank you very much. So if you guys don't know, what I'm talking about today is that I had my wedding last Thursday, and it was a very special day, and I had a great time. And then I realized I was immediately back to work on Monday, and it's just one of the busiest times of year at NVIDIA. Very stressful time, a lot going on, a lot of campaigns. I'm working like a dog. And so I can't really take any time off to do a honeymoon, which is sad. So I thought, all I have is basically the weekend. I have like Friday. I can get Friday off, Friday to Sunday, right? So I have the weekend. What can I do in basically 2 days that'll be a fun mini honeymoon? And I sort of looked around at different options. And I thought of the fact that Ari, well, first thing you got to know about Ari is that she is a fan of a lot of things. Whenever Ari gets into something, she gets way into it more than me. So like I introduced her, for example, into Lord of the Rings. She'd never even heard of it. And I had her watch the trilogy with me. And I like Lord of the Rings. After she watched it, now she's like a diehard fan of the Lord of the Rings, and she like loves the Hobbit movies. She loves everything. I hate the Hobbit movies. I'm kind of like in the middle. Like it's fun and whatever. But she loves it. She's all in, right? Well, the same happened with Star Wars. Okay. I got her into Star Wars, and we watched Star Wars together a long time ago when we were first starting to dating. And as of now, I mean, she's like into baseball. She's into a lot of things. She's like a big fan of baseball. She's a big fan of bugs, birds. She just knows a lot about the things she's a fan of. And so she's into Star Wars. And so I thought, what would be hype is what if we did that 2-day all immersive new Disney Galactic Star Cruiser. If you guys don't know about it, Disney made this $5,000 fake spaceship where you can literally live on the spaceship. Okay? And everything's in character, and it's like a legitimate, anyway, they just launched it pretty recently. And I thought, well, for 2 days, it's expensive, but it sounds kind of interesting. And so I figured, you know what? Fuck it. Like, let's just do it. Whatever. We're going to try it out. So I booked the tickets. Oh.
We got to talk about Gatorland too.
We also went to Gatorland. Well,
Gatorland. Let's see, it's right here.
Because she loves animals and gators. And cute gators.
Yeah.
Wait, send me the photo. I'll show them the photo of you in front of all the gators.
Well, you have to do your Star Wars thing and then I'll send
Yeah, you send it on.
things, yeah.
Okay. So anyway, but let me tell you, my mind when we're signing up for this is like, damn, this shit's expensive. Because this thing, I want you guys to know, it's only 2 days. And it's a little over $5,000. So for 2 people, That's like fucking $12.50 a night. You can imagine. You can get like a 20-day Caribbean cruise. Do you know what I'm saying? You can get like, for as far as vacations go, you can do insane things. So what I'm thinking is, this is not worth it. But I'm also thinking, okay, I have had a good year. It's almost like my brain was like, it's like I don't want to not know what it's like. You know what I'm saying? You know what and I also thought about this. I thought about how the fact that I got lucky as fuck because back in November of 2021, when China was having the Evergrande crisis, I called Ludwig and Stans and said, yo, I think this might torpedo the whole world economy. I'm selling everything. Now, hey, by the way, that shit's still unwinding and shit is getting worse by the week. But it was not, Evergrande had nothing to do with the immediate effects of what happened with the stock market. So I sold a lot. I mean, I sold like not everything, but a lot in November, which turned out to be like the market peak. Like my Amazon and my Nvidia and my Sony, like a lot of my tech stuff, I sold like at a fucking amazing time. Okay, so huzzah! Like and that like that was luck. That's pretty much luck. I definitely didn't fucking have a deeper insight. So I'm like, fuck it. Like, let's just try it. Let's just, if anything, it'll be a funny story is what I'm thinking. And more importantly, if I talk about it on stream later, like I'm doing now, I can write it off as a video for my taxes. So worst comes to worst, like what, there we go. All right. So that's where I'm at. So we booked the flight. And again, it's a 5-hour flight to Florida, to the Orlando Disney World, where they have built a gigantic fucking. You see it from space. I just want to show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's see. It looks like a prison. Okay. Wait. From when you're driving up to it, it looks like a fucking military prison. Here, you can see it. Okay. But it's supposed to be a spaceship. So when you're driving up to it, you're like, man, I spent $5,000 to go to prison. All right? Yikes. For 2 days. 2 days in prison. It's just as I dreamed of. Here's the thing, though. Before I go into it, I want you guys to know one thing. So, Ari's obviously a bigger fan than I mean. I know. Listen, I played Star Wars games my whole life. I know that fucking. I know that Chewbacca's homeworld is Kashyyyk. I know Star Wars trivia. I know Star Wars, but I'm not like. I've never been the person. The type of nerd that I am is a worse type of nerd, which is the competitive gamer nerd. It's the bottom tier. It's the worst type of nerd you can be. I freely admit there is no worse, more annoying nerd than the type of nerd that I am. But I am not like a LARPing nerd. I'm not like, I never did D&D. I'm not a theater kid. I'm not. Discord mod could be worse. Maybe you're right. Okay. But so I'm not on a moral high ground here. It's just that it's not my area of expertise. And Ari does cosplay all the time. She does cosplay all the time. She makes cosplay props as a business. She made the gun for Cutie, the Jinx gun. She gets into it, and she loves Star Wars. So my thought is, this is not necessarily our honeymoon. It's like a mini honeymoon, but it's an important trip. One thing I tell myself over and over on the flight and in the car ride there is, I'm not going to be the cynical asshole that makes fun of it. I'm not going to be the guy where everyone else is having fun, and I'm like, yeah, we're not in space. I'm not going to be that guy. Like, I literally tell myself that, I'm going to have fun. I'm going to get into it. I'm going to be part of the action. Okay. Cause I don't want to be that guy. There's no benefit to doing that. There's nothing cool about spending $5,000 to shit on it. Like, if I'm going to spend 5 racks, I might as well try to have a good time. Right. So, okay. So let me see. I have videos. I have videos because I want you guys to have fucking visual representations of what's going on. All right, let me see if I can get the videos here. I did not buy the really expensive drink. But anyway, so we show up and we see the prison in the distance. And by the way, like the whole thing is like, it's not close to Disneyland, or it is close to Disneyland, but it's like off. You have to drive into the staff entrance. So like there's a big staff parking lot that's like 1,000,000 miles wide behind Disneyland in Orlando. And the Uber driver would not drive us there. And she didn't speak English. She was like, no, staff entrance. So we're like, we have to go that way. Like the map says go that way. That's where it is. And she's like, no. That's for staff. And she thought we were so stupid. Thankfully, Ari speaks Spanish. And so like eventually we got through to her after she fucking drove in circles forever. And she finally drove into staff entrance. We drive, we get there. We get off in the staff entrance. We go through a checkpoint and we go into like this prison. And this is what we see, okay? So let me see if I have the video. Let's see. Fuck. Oh yeah, Ari sent me it, maybe. Is this it? Yeah, maybe. Damn, she took a lot of videos. Wait, I'm not going to be able to find it. Shit. Hold. Wait. Because it's funny. Wait, I got to show you. Where's my phone? I'll find it. Okay. Fine. Wait, you gotta see this. Okay. This is it. Wait, let me check my title. Did Disney steal $5,000 from me? Okay. And then I pull open. Don't yap just yet. Okay, I'm going to give you the full story and we're going to decide. Okay. I think... Oh, dude, this is just... Wait, it's fucking vertical. Can I switch that? Babe, are you ready or what?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Okay, we're going to have to watch it vertically. That's stupid. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Babe, are you ready or what?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the outdoors. We get to the front of this prison, and I'm thinking, okay, I don't know what's going to happen. But let me tell you. See these guys in blue? So this is important. There is 2 types of staff at the Galactic Star Cruiser that we stayed at. Okay? The ones in the blue shirts are like, they do all the work. They like carry bags and like serve dinner and like, whatever. Everyone is in character. Every single one. I can rotate no BS. Yeah, maybe I will. Everyone's in character. But the ones in the blue shirts are doing all of the work. And they are exclusively made up of Gen Z theater kids. Every single one of the blue shirted employees is a Gen Z theater kid. Okay? Then there are the actual actors, and I'll get to those guys in a minute. But the first people we encounter are the blue shirt people who take our bags. And again, everyone, blue shirt and actors, they're all in character. That this is a space voyage. That is the big selling point of this $5,000 experience, is that they will never, ever break character, and everything is designed to make you think you are taking a cruise into space. So, the first thing I noticed is they all have their name tags, and I think they allowed them to choose what their home planet is, because it says their name. It'll say like, Mark, and then underneath it, it'll say their home planet. And I think they allowed them to choose it themselves because every fucking person that I meet is from Naboo. I think the only thing they knew was fucking Naboo. Like, there's nobody is from anywhere but fucking Naboo. So I'm talking to Jenny and Mark and fucking everyone, and they're all from Naboo, which is fine. Okay, whatever. That's fine. But, I bet if I were to drop an squeeze me, they wouldn't even know what I was referencing. I think they put the default, which is Naboo. But they all talk. I mean, literally, they're like, oh, greetings. Are you ready for your voyage? And then they'll be like, what's your home world? They're all in character at all times. But the Blue Shirt people aren't as good as the actors, but they're into it. Okay. So I noticed they're all from Naboo, except for, this is kind of jumping ahead, but we had a server at the dinner on night 2 whose name was, what was his name? I remember his exact name, but his fucking planet was Mexico. Like, bro, everybody else here's in character. Everyone's telling me they're from fucking Naboo. And you're just from Mexico. Okay, so anyway, that was it's in the Outer Rim. It's funny because when the first person asked me where I came from or something, I didn't know they were going to be in character the whole time. So I'm like, oh, we flew in from California. And they were like, they're all in character. They have an answer for everything. They're like, oh, is that from the Outer Rim? Like, what system is that in? And I'm like, bro, I don't fucking know. But that's not what I say because I'm playing along. My first thought is that's not what I say. I mean, my first thought is fucking come on. You know where California is. Don't fucking hoist me like that. But I don't say that because I'm playing along. I'm playing along the whole time. Well, I didn't know. I didn't know that it was going to be right off the bat in character. We're still putting our bags away, for Christ's sake. We're not even in space. So, wait, there's another video. So they take our bags. And there was one more guy. So right off the bat, we're talking to like 4 different people, and I noticed they're all from Naboo, and I whispered to Aria, I'm like, is everyone from Naboo? Just a little fun joke. And then she points out somebody, and there is one fucking pimply teenager, lanky guy who's from Nalhutta. Which, if you know anything about Star Wars, is the fucking homeworld of Jabba the Hutt. And I don't believe him. You're from Nalhutta? You are from Nalhutta. You just fucking, that's where you came from? You grew up there? Piece of shit. You can already tell that I have 2 problems here. Not only am I not into LARPing, but I know too much about Star Wars. I'm bad on both sides. I am both too nerdy and not nerdy enough. It's a dangerous combination. It's dangerous. And so I'm worried. I'm worried going in. Okay? So anyway, we go down this long gray hallway, and they give us like a little bit of a safety video. And again, I have no idea what to expect at this point. I really don't know. I didn't like look at spoilers or anything. All I know is supposed to be immersive. And right now, everything looks kind of gray and dreary, and I'm like, oh, whoa, is this going to be, like, what is this going to be? And then they load us into a room that I guess either was an elevator or it didn't move or it was a car. I don't actually know exactly the logistics of it, but I got a video, I think. So let me show you what it was. I probably didn't even move. Let me see if I got, yeah, here it is. And it's, I think this is it. Right? and it looks like you're taking off, right? So you hear the sounds and look like you're taking off, and it's a launch pod dumbass. Yeah, it looks like you're taking off. And then you can't really see out the window, but you can see it clear when I was there. And it looks like you're fucking taking off, right? And then you get off and you're in the ship. Okay? Kidnapping. Yeah, exactly. Kidnapping. And you get off of that and they open the door and it's like right off the bat, you get off into this big fucking main hall atrium ship area. And here's what I'll say. Let me give you the first plus. I'm going to give you the honest pluses and minuses. The first plus was that the interior of the ship looked really good. I don't know if there's a fucking actual image. Let me see if I can find it. I mean, it looked like this, to be quite honest. It looked exactly the same as this fucking concept art. It looked like this interior of the ship. And all of the windows were really high def screens. So you look outside and it looked like you're in space. I mean, the windows are extremely high def and every single window is a screen. So I'm looking out and it's like there's stars whooshing by and like ships are flying nearby. And so it was cool. I mean, the first scene I see, I go out and it's cool. And then I get to meet the actors. And I'm going to give you the second plus. The second plus, and probably the biggest plus of the entire thing, is that there is a series of actors who are fucking into it. They're not like the teenagers. You know what I'm saying? They are like into it. There's a guy, I don't know. There's that, not only do they not break character, they are actively in character the entire time. They act like Mickey Mouse has a gun to their family's head, and if they don't fucking convince me that I'm in space, they're gonna lose, their Meemaw or something. They are theater men and women. I mean, they are fucking committed, and they are ready for anything. Like, obviously, not everybody they're talking to is gonna be even close to be able to doing improv with them. So, like, people are saying dumb stuff all the time, and they always were able to roll with it. They never got thrown. I'll just say the thing I was most impressed with of the whole thing was, like, the 6 or 7, maybe 8. Probably about 8. 8 full-time character actors. Okay? So, anyway, let me tell you how it goes. So, when you get on, they turn your phone into a data pad. It's like this Disney take over a full screen program. And it looks like it's from Star Wars now. So everything's all Star Wars. And it gives you like the map of the ship, and it gives you like a text messaging app that like is from the future. It also like mines Bitcoin on your phone. I don't know. And it like drains your bank account. This is not Galaxy's Edge. This is called the Galactic Star Cruiser. It's like Galaxy's Edge on crack. It costs fucking 5 racks for 2 nights. And I tried it this past weekend because Ari's a big Star Wars fan, and we needed a 2-day mini honeymoon. We needed something that was like going to fit in 2 days. So we tried it. And so I get on the ship, and it's like, oh. And again, Ari's loving it. And also, we're one of the first people on, so it's pretty empty except for the actors. So, my bar was low. And when I got on the ship for the first time, I was impressed. Because I'm walking around, and this is the key thing. The other humans haven't shown up yet. So I'm walking around and there's like, there's like stormtroopers and like a robot and there's like a Rhodian and fucking good makeup and there's shit happening. People are moving. Everyone's talking to you. They're all in character and the windows are big and it's like I'm walking around and the set design is really nice. Like the whole ship is like really, it looks fucking good. Like it looks well made. So I'm off to a good start. I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. We go and check out our room. Now, again, I'm not fucking, in no way am I expecting anything bougie. But for $5K, this room is a fucking cabin. You know what I mean? It's like, no, it is. It's like a fucking, it's small, dude. It's a college dorm. It's a small room. The bed's comfortable. It's good, but it's not like.
There's a video walkthrough of the room.
Oh yeah, we can show it. Maybe.
Go to the messenger.
so many. Oh, I want to show this one because this is cool.
That's closing the viewport. I'll just resend it again so you have it.
Does that have sound?
Yeah.
Wait, let me see.
This is I just sent you the walkthrough.
Okay.
Egg.
That's not a bomb. Okay, here's the room.
Let's see, I want to see it. Look at the space water. Who would have thunk it? Here's the bathroom.
Hello, space calling.
Hello. Oh my god, I think it's like a bidet? No,
No bidet!
It looks like a bidet though. Babe, look at the space shampoo.
There's space shampoo.
Oh, look at the space closet. Wow, babe, we got space robes.
Hello?
Wow, that is...
It's R2D2 on the phone.
Babe, hold on.
He wants to
It's
talk
easy
to
beeping.
you.
Wait, hold on. Did you see the cooling supply unit? Wow. Wait, is it really? Oh. Okay, and here's like, I don't know, a TV. Babe, do you think they have Fox News in space?
I hope so.
Here's our view. Isn't it a nice view looking at all the other
Where's there a
spaceships?
bunk bed in our...
Because I think the smallest room is still for 4 people, you know? I'll probably sleep up there, to be honest.
And I got the we got the bunk bed for no real
Babe,
reason.
Look at the remote!
Space remote?
Yeah! And look at this space trash. Wow, and there's like space for luggage. Hey, none of that was fake, alright?
Yeah, no, it's fake. Ari is funny. Anyway, so, but anyway, yeah, as you can see, it's very bare bones. It's like it's fine. It's not. The bed was comfy, and it was cool. So 2 things you might have missed in there is that you have your own space because what you are is that you're in a windowless prison room, but the space window makes you feel like you're looking out into space, and every time you go in there, there's something different happening. Like there's a meteor shower, or another ship pulls up alongside you, or based on what's happening in the story of the trip, things are happening on the window. So it's cool. I mean, that part's cool. And one more thing that I don't know if you saw, there's like this data pad. Fuck. Where is it? Right here. Yeah. This thing. And this wasn't lit up in this video, but you have your own like personal droid that talks to you, and it's like it can understand what you're saying generally, basically yes or no questions, but it talks to you, and the thing is it's like part of a story. So what I realize, it's like a chatbot, yeah, I guess. It talks to you, but it like asks you stuff about how your day is going, and then it actually feeds back into what's going on the ship. So what I realized is that, pretty quickly I realized this, is that it's not about a relaxing 2-day vacation on a spaceship. This entire thing is actually a story. And I did not know this going in. It is a 2-day, like what you might think of as like dinner theater, but it's breakfast, lunch, dinner all day, 24/7 theater. It's like there is a event happening, and you are part of the play. It's LARPing. Yeah. I didn't know this going in. So I'm looking around, and I start to explore the ship, and the ship's pretty cool. I go, look, again, this is before everyone gets on, so maybe there's a fucking picture of it. It was one of the coolest parts, was where I got to be here. Come on. Where is it? Oh, I found it. Yeah, here it is. So I got to be in the front of the ship, like by myself, because no one was there yet. And it was like, this is cool. Like this big fucking screen looked pretty cool. And it's like moving very slowly. So you feel like you're, like I was impressed with the scope and scale of some of the things. And like, it didn't feel like I was looking at a screen. So that was cool. Like the bridge was cool. But again, this is the only time. I want you guys to know. This is my. I'm gonna get back to the minuses. So this is a plus. Like this look cool. Let me give you the minus. This is the only time the whole trip that I got to be in a place like this by myself. Okay? From that moment on, from like noon that day on, everyone else showed up. And of course, everyone else is like a fucking other person, you know, who's there, you know, some of them are kids. There wasn't as many kids as you'd think. It was way more, honestly, a good amount of millennial LARPers. But it's still other people. Now, here's what I'll say. Half the people, I'm literally saying about half, maybe 45%, but close to half, dressed up. Like they were more into it than I was, or even Ari. They had like, they were like characters. They like had fucking, you know, they were wearing a robe or they were wearing whatever, you know, which is fine. For me, honestly, because in my mind I was like, all right, I'm gonna commit. I'm gonna just do this, dude. I'm gonna be into it, in for a penny, in for a pound. So what you really want are people that are kind of into it, so that when you look around, it feels like you're on a ship. Because when you look around and see a dude and like, my other Ford is a fucking Ford, fuck Toyota, you know, whatever. When you see a shirt like that, it takes you out of you being in space, right? You don't want. That's not what you fucking want. And some people were fucking amazing. Like there was this woman who did a full like Twi'lek. She had the head tails and she had like a. And I thought she was one of the actors the whole trip until the very end. I found out she was a guest. She looked so into it that like when you looked around, it felt like wow that it added to the immersion. So some people were cool. They were super committed, and some people were like me basically, and they were wearing fucking khakis in a shirt or something worse. And again, I wasn't helping in this, but you know whatever. So anyway, that's it. So we're walking around, and right off the bat, we're eating like the first meal. Okay, let me give you one more plus. The third and final is probably the final major plus. The final major plus is that the food was pretty fucking sick. Maybe this is an example. I get a fucking, give me a goddamn. Maybe there's this. Oh yeah. Wait. That's just a photo of my cat. Oh, that was cool. You can see this. This is like one of, I don't know. Everything was themed. Okay, all the shit was themed. This is like a bar. The drinks were, oh, maybe this is it. Okay, yeah. Is there sound for this? Because you can fucking get what I'm talking about. So right in the first meal is when you realize.
5-second squat. Right here right now. Do
it. Yeah. First meal is when I realized this is like not going to be about just doing luxury stuff. It's like about a show. Because right when you're in I'm just going to spoil it. By the way, in case any of you want to spend 5 racks, or your family does if you're 15, then spoilers ahead. Okay, I'm going to tell you exactly what happens in this trip. I'm going to give you the fucking full, I'm going to give you the rundown. I'm going to tell you what this journey is like. Right off the rip, stormtroopers bust in. So you're on the fucking trip, and the cruise director's like, yes, we're on the Halcyon, the greatest ship in the galaxy, and we're going to have a smooth, and then boom, stormtroopers bust in. And they murder fucking 4. Disney got real, dude. Disney murders 4 guests at random. Stormtroopers bust in, and a dude comes out. He looks like this. I got a fucking photo with him. This guy. Here, boom. This is the guy. Lieutenant Croy. This guy is the best actor in the whole thing. This guy is the most committed. He is literally like Domhnall Gleeson in the. He is so fucking committed to his role. He is like literally like a fucking first order Nazi. I want to take over the ship. So this guy, He busts in with the stormtroopers. FBI raid Mar-a-Lago. He's looking for the nuclear documents. And he says, hey, we think there's, resistance activity on this ship. And we're going to be searching it. We're going to be staying for the whole cruise. So stormtroopers fan out and they start patrolling. And it's like a takeover. Anyway, here's what happens. So my fucking little data pad starts getting messages from some of the actors that I've already met. Because they all, oh, by the way, the one thing I'll say is there's not that many guests. There's probably like a total of 150 to 200 guests total on the whole ship. Because again, it's 5 racks. I can't imagine. It wasn't that many people. So it helps with the immersion because everything's not crowded. But the actors remember like everybody's name. Lieutenant Croy here, by the way, I marched up to him and I gave him a handshake. So he storms the ship. He's patrolling the halls. Everyone's supposed to be afraid of him. And I'm not gonna break immersion. But I want to have fun. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just see what happens if you're like a bad guy. I just want to see. So I walked up to it. I'm like, Croy, my boy. And I handshake him and I introduce myself. And I'm like, listen, if you need help on this ship, I was like, all right, this is how I'm going to fit into it. Because I don't really know how to I don't know. I want to play a part. I don't want to just be on the sidelines and like be the fucking wallflower. We're spending $5,000 on it. So that's how I figure I'm going to do it. After this happens, I get a text message from Croy. And you start getting text messages from the actors that you've either met or done things with. And it's obviously not them writing it. It's like part of the mission. But you start to get like jobs. It's like I'm playing an RPG. It's like, hey, it feels like you're allied to the First Order. Do you want to, we need help like checking on some cargo in the cargo room or whatever. You start getting like fucking quests. Yeah, it's a hey you up. Jar Jar Binks texted me, hey you up at fucking 2 a.m. I don't know what that was about. So anyway, it's pretty cool. Like you start getting these quests. And I realized pretty quickly, because I'm a gamer, all right? I figure out the fucking paths here. There's clearly 3 paths. There's the good guys, the resistance, where they're like, hey, let's get these stormtroopers off the ship. Let's hide these fucking cargo. Let's like do good things. And then there's the First Order, who is like, hey, we're the Nazis. We're taking over the ship. We're going to ground down the resistance. Oh, Kylo Ren is the god. And then there's like the smugglers who are like, let's make a quick buck. Okay, that's the 3 groups. And you have like loyalty points. It doesn't really show you your loyalty points, but I can tell that you're getting loyalty points that are unlocking different missions. So because I fucking talked to Croy and because I fucking did something he asked, I was branded as a bad guy from minute 1. This is like fucking 40 minutes into day 1. And I'm already a bad guy. And I start getting all the bad guy missions. And Ari, who would never do anything like that, is getting all of like the good guy messages. She's getting the good guy. And guess what? Here's the deal. Fucking 80% of the ship is either like, LARPers or families. They want to be good guys. Like the vast majority of the ship is like, obviously they're booing this guy and they want to be... And I'm full on Dark Brandon, dude. I'm full on me and Croy are having conversations. So I start getting these text messages to go around. And it's cool because you get to explore the ship. And there's like rooms that aren't on the map. So that was the coolest thing of the missions was like, when I first did my run through the ship, it wasn't that big. The ship is pretty small. Like there's a pretty big open area. There's a pretty big like food area. There's like some other areas, but there's not that many other rooms. But you start to find some. So I found like an engineering room that I got sent to on a mission, and it's like locked. Like if you go there on your own and try to open it, it'll be locked. But if you talk to Croy or she talked to someone else, Chewbacca or something, and they send you the code, you can go and open that room and get into rooms you're not supposed to and like explore more of the ship. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, go to electrical. So anyway, what the fucking ship consists of is like going on all these missions, and you start to like meet people and realize who on the crew or who of the guests is allied with you. So like, because I'm like getting this text at 8 p.m. to go to the engineering room and fucking cut the lights or whatever from Croy. I show up and there's like 4 other dudes who are also first order. And I'm starting to realize that I'm part of the group of the fucking assholes. We're all the contrarians on the ship. It was almost all guys, by the way. Most of the women, I will say, wanted to help out Ray and the Resistance. And a lot of the devil's advocates wanted to help out Croy with a little bit of a boys' night. So, but I didn't know going in. So anyway, so there I am in electrical, but what's cool is that the actors are so committed that it does make it kind of fun. I think I have a video. Let me see if I have a video. I tried to sneak it, but like when they're in there, it feels weird to film because they're talking to you directly. Like he looks you right in the eye and like talks to you like you're fucking part of a very important mission. Like they're not fucking around. Okay, where? Let me see. Obviously with the kids, they're a little nicer, but okay, wait. Yeah. Okay, here it is. Wait, is this it?
Hold on to the handrails with your hand.
Nope, that's not it. Bro, it didn't fucking... God damn it, piece of shit. 1 second. Hold up. Hold up. What is this? This one Ari couldn't send me because she wasn't allowed in. Oh, dude, what was crazy is like, so after like the first day, because again, there's like, it's like the half day Friday, full day Saturday, half day Sunday. After the half day Friday, like they kind of already knew that I was evil and that Ari was good. And so we started to get, like at the beginning, all the missions we got and the things we got were kind of sent to both of us. And we'd go together. So we went to like the bridge together and learned bridge training, how to fly a ship. And then, oh my God. Okay, I'll tell you the biggest minus. The biggest minus from the first day was fucking lightsaber training. Which, first of all, why the fuck would a random group of passengers on a random ship all get trained in lightsabers by a fucking random crewman? It doesn't make any goddamn sense. It's like, it's so pandering. It's so pandering, dude. Doesn't make any fucking sense. And because everybody on the ship is of different levels of athleticism and or skill, obviously me, a Giga Chad, can lights it around. The fucking training is like heavy fucking training wheels on. So they give you a lightsaber, but it's like, okay, you have to hold. Here, I'm going to show you. I got to find these more fucking videos, dude. This is the problem, is I didn't have enough of these videos ready to go, even though they would tell you everything I need to tell you. Babe. Is there a video of the... Oh, I found it. Never mind. I found it. No, there is a video. Boom. Upload. Okay, now I got it. The artistic integrity. Yeah, so you get in there, and they hand you a lightsaber. Here's the fucking video. Check it out. This is Ari doing it.
All right.
Look how slow it is!
Go left.
And he just tells you what to do. He's like, left, and then the laser goes left. And then you hold it for half a second.
That's ready. All right. That's ready. High left.
Bro, it could have been sick.
That's Orlock and high right. Most impressive.
And so you're doing that, and it's like, you just tell you exactly what to do. And after like, I don't know, a few minutes of doing this, he's like, okay, we're going to turn off the training indicators because I feel like you all have power with the Force. And I'm like, bro, we've been training for 4.5 minutes. There's no way that we are fucking powerful in the Force. So he turns it off, and then fucking Yoda himself shows up. A hologram of Yoda, a pretty good hologram, shows up and starts fucking telling us how we are the fucking chosen ones. He was so fucking happy to see our potential. And it's like me and like a fucking grandma next to me, dude. And she didn't even do that good. She missed half of her slow shots. And so he's talking about how fucking amazing we are. And he's like, you can do it now without the training indicator. And so we're supposed to like fucking close our eyes and do it again. But this time it's just a very obvious, like the wall lights up. I don't have a video of it, but like the wall, instead of like the laser beam, like instead of this line, the wall just kind of glows in the direction of where you're supposed to hold it. to emphasize that you now have power with the Force. But it's the same thing. And it's the same speed too. You don't feel any faster. This is the worst part. Oh, wait. An even worse part is if there wasn't enough lightsabers for everybody, so the people in the back had to hold shields. They had like Force shields. It was just a big fucking shield. I've never seen that in any movie. And you're just holding a big shield. What the fuck was that? This is the worst. Honestly, this lightsaber part was the worst part. There's plenty of parts that I liked. The lightsaber part, I was like, this is exactly like the cringiest possible thing you could be doing. So you have a light shield, and you had to fucking trade it off, but it was cringe. Being a shielder, and I had a shield at the beginning, and then I traded it off, but it was cringe. So that was cringe. But thankfully, the lightsaber training was like the most pandering part, and it was done kind of early. And then when it was over, I didn't get invited to much of that stuff because I was on the evil track. So the lightsaber guy, who was the most cringe, like, yeah, guys, we're going to help save the world, and you're all so powerful. I never had to talk to him again. Thank God. Because I'll be dead honest. Whether or not, whether or not it was dumb to do the dark side thing, the actor was the best actor. He was the Lieutenant Crow was the most funny. He was the most into it. He had the most banter. He remembered everybody's names. He was hype. He was fucking sick. I'll give him big props. He actually made the experience for both me and Ari. Because not only did he remember my name and like, talk to me, but he remembered Ari, and he knew that she was not good. So every time he would see us, he would make jokes about how like politics was tearing our marriage apart. Like I was a fucking Trump supporter because I fucking fucked the First Order. He was good. I mean, he was fucking. I was very impressed, but he did it in character. He did it like in character. Like, I can't believe these resistance, I don't know. It was just good. He was fucking, he really, the actors were great. I'll give the actors big props. They kind of make the whole event because without them, it really doesn't, there's not that much to do. It's like not that much. So anyway, I'm doing these journeys and I'm meeting people and I start to find out all my boys who are the fellow fucking bad guys. Couple girls eventually join up, but it was mostly boys. Ends up being probably like, I don't know, 12 to 15 people who, out of a crew of like 150, 12 were bad. And so you start to see him over and over again. You keep saying this still spaghetti, but something good time. Listen, I went into it with an open mind, and I'm just pointing out the parts I thought were really fun. At the end of the day, I'll tell you what I thought about the fucking cost. But what's cool is like there's still a lot of group activities. Like there's group lunches and dinners, and there's group like meetings with the captain of the Atrioc or whatever. So you start to recognize. Ari was recognizing people that were like super good, and I was recognizing people that were super bad. But we were all in public, so you kind of like have a head nod. Yeah, you know the imposters. Like I know the fellow imposter. I look around and I'm like head nodding. Like whenever the stormtroopers would bust in the room, 80% of people would boo. They'd be like, boo! And I'd be like, well, let's hear him out, And like other guys, a guy would look at me and nod. Like I'm kind of joking. And this guy's like, yeah, I'm ready to go, brother. I remember particularly, there was one dude, he was like an older guy. He was like, he was a dad. I mean, he had kids there, but he was into it. And he had a full-on Sith robe. His name was Earl, I believe. It was like an older, kind of bigger guy, full on Sith robe, top to bottom, black robe. And his name was Earl. My name is Earl. And he was Darth Earl. Yeah. So fucking Lieutenant Croy calls him Darth Earl. And so I remember there's this one mission, like on day 2 at night, when I'm sent in to the cargo room or something. And Croy's there. He's like yelling. He's like, "We have to fucking stop this ship. We have to stop it. We have to. The Empire's gonna come and blockade it. We have to stop the ship from moving. We're gonna break the engine, something like that, right?" And so he's like, "Brandon, Darth Earl, you guys get the coolant system." Like he points at us and he like sends us over there. And so we walk over and it's me and fucking Darth Earl. And there's like these big fucking poles that have like gas coming out of them. And we have to like on cue, like these little lights, the panel will light up and we have to like pull the right ones at the right time. It's like a WarioWare game or something. We have to like, but they're physical. They're all real and big and like you have to move around. And we have to do it at the same time. So I'm getting frustrated with Darth Earl because he's fucking slow. He's not doing the QuickTime event fast enough. Like it's like Tower 1, Tower 5. And I'm like, all right, go. Like Croy's counting on us, Darth Earl. And he's like in his robe and he's like and we're like mistiming it. We're like fucking mistiming it. And Croy is fucking into it, dude. He's totally into it. So he's like, "What's going on over here? Brandon, I put you in charge of this. Take down the coolant system now." And then we're like, so me and Earl have to fucking like focus up and learn, okay? Learn to work together on this. And eventually we fucking shut it down and everyone's happy. But what's cool is like, so these little missions you're doing, I mean, they're obviously planned for you to always win because it's part of the larger story. But when you do them, it happens in the rest of the game for everybody else. So like when we shut down the ship stops, right? All those screens that everyone sees out show the ship stopping. And like the captain's freaking out. Like, what's going on? It's kind of like Majora's Mask where no matter where you are in the ship, the actors are doing something. So you'll see some part of the story. So it was kind of cool. Like, we did a lot of stuff together, but Ari and I also got to split off. And when we come back, we would like tell each other both sides of what was going on. It was kind of cool. Like, again, what I want to say is the idea they're going for was good. It's just too fucking expensive. We'll get to it at the end. The idea they're going for was interesting. Like I've never tried anything like it. It's kind of like Sleep No More, which I really want to do. Sleep No More, I think is probably the fucking, but it's not like they had no ideas. Like it was a cool idea. So yeah, we shut the ship. The ship stops, and then like Ari's like, "What's going on?" And like I can tell her what's going on, and we're like, it was kind of cool to have, my wife that I'm here with be a different side because then we could share stuff back and forth. And yeah, but anyway, the only problem was I guess they didn't expect for couples that were in the same room to do different things because this happened. So you have your little droid I told you about.
Permanently.
You have this little droid in your room and you activate it by pressing this button and it applies to both your accounts. And I was the one doing this. Like I would get back to the room and I would just press the button and like start shooting the shit with this droid. And I started to pick all the evil options. Like the droid would be like, "Oh," she would ask me like an innocuous question and I'd be like, "Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably fucking blast him out the airlock or something." I don't know. I'm just saying the evil shit to see what happens, dude. I'm just seeing what happens. And then, but then it gets fucking dark. It gets because the droid is talking to you and she's like incredibly nice. Like they fucking made this character like the most nice, perfect. "Oh, let me help you out. I see the good in everybody." So anyway, at one point I say something so evil or whatever. I say like the evil option enough times that there's this override and they're like, "Yeah, we're going to kill the droid." And I'm like, "What?" How do I do that?
Deactivating the droid is deceptively simple. that's been conspiring with the First Order. How long has this been going on?
The whole time.
You've been talking with him this entire time?
Ooh, the phone jacked it.
Oh, wait, it cut off. Anyway, oh, dude, I didn't get the full video. It was crazy because right after she said that, the fucking stormtrooper busts in the room on screen and kills her. And Ari's in the bathroom and she screams. And then for the rest of the fucking trip, we don't have a droid. I felt so bad. I felt so bad. It was way too dark. Way. Nothing else. Everything else that we did that was evil was like goofy. That part was like, oh, they put a different team in charge of that. That was like some fucking KOTOR shit. It was so dark. Oh, I felt so bad. I don't know. I was just saying. Yeah, Darth Earl showing that to his kids. Anyway, so that part's super dark. But, well, I'll tell you what's not dark. And let me tell you about the highlight of the trip for me. Okay? Because during day 2, I started to realize that you could still gain favor points with other factions, especially the middle ground, centrists, smugglers, we do it for money faction. Because I was only getting the evil stuff, and, you know, I wanted to try some other stuff. So I got some of that, and I got to be able to enter into a, they have like space poker, okay? They called it Pazak, and it's space poker. And like they're having a space poker tournament, Pazak, on the ship. And I'm like, that's me. I want to gamble. Gambling is like my favorite thing to do on vacations. I want to play Sabak, all right? So I get invited on my little data pad. It's like, yeah, go to the space Sabak tournament in the fucking dining hall at this time. And there's like 4 heats, right? So you can show up any one of these 4 times and enter the tournament to see if you're going to be the winner. And I'm like, all right, I'll take a quick nap. Because I've been working my ass off for Croy all morning, dude. He's got me doing first order business all day. I need a nap. So I pop a quick nap. And I wake up. And it's like the first 3 heats are come and gone. And the 4th heat has just started. So I'm like, fuck, I'm not going to miss it. So I wake up and I fucking throw on some clothes. I fucking bolt down. I'm running through the ship like there's a fucking emergency. People are looking at me like there's a fucking story mission they're missing. Everyone's like, wait, where's he going? Is there something cool? I fucking bust down. I go all the way down to the fucking basement of the ship. I go into the Pazak room. There's a bunch of people in there. Everyone that chose the smuggler path is in there. And they're fucking gambling. And I'm like, please, let me enter. Please let me enter. I'm talking to fucking Jenny from Naboo. You know? It's one of the blue shirts that have the Naboo shirt on. And they're like, ooh, well, the thing is, we do have one more open seat, but you need an opponent. We can't have an odd number of people. So if someone shows up, we'll let you enter. But they have to show up right now. And I'm like, fuck, no one's going to show up here. I'm already the latest person. So I call Ari. And I'm like, Ari, please get down there. Please, Ari, we need you. I should have called Earl. I should have called Darth Earl, my boy. But I call Ari.
You want to show the dick?
Oh, yeah, sure. Anyway, I call Ari, and you were like doing something. You were like,
I was.
she was like helping Chewbacca bust out of prison or something. Because Chewbacca had been captured by stormtroopers and was like in a fucking the brig. And she was doing something cool. I was like, babe, can you please leave that very cool thing and come down to the basement so you can lose at Sabak to me? Anyway, she does. She just lets Chewie fucking rot, I guess. And comes down to the basement, sits down, helps me out, loses at Sabak to me, and I get to do the rest of the tournament. Anyway, this is the Sabak deck. Let me show you. We bought a copy because it's actually kind of fucking legit. There's like these fucking solid metal dice. Anyway, they roll a certain number and you have to like get your cards to be as close to that number. It's pretty sick. It's pretty legit. It's like poker. Like there's betting by round. You can go all in. It's pretty hype. Like if you like poker, you'd like it. Mm-hmm. And so I'm entering this tournament, and I make it all the way to the final round of this heat in the basement. and I got to fight this guy. He's like this tank top 18-year-old dude. Maybe even younger. He's probably like fucking 16 or 17. He's like this fucking, you know, he's got his bouncy energy, and he's like, he's a shit talker is what he is, all right? He's a fucking zoomer. And I won't have it, all right? So I got to fight him in the final round of this heat. And if I win, then I go to the finals. The top 4, the number 1 from each heat of the 4 get to go to this final table later that day. And I'm fighting this kid. It's just me versus him last round. I made it all the way to him. And the game, I don't want to explain the whole fucking game to you, but basically it's like you roll a number and you have to get as close to that number as possible with your 5-card hand. And your hand is like +1, +2, -3, -7. Like it's random pluses and minuses. And then you like bet and you do rounds, whatever. So I'm facing off. People are watching. I think there's a video. Maybe I'll find the video. Either way, whatever. We're facing off, and we get I get a great hand. I get a fucking perfect hand. You're not gonna understand this, but it's like a fucking 0 triangle. Pazak players know, dude. Okay, it's a 0 triangle on a 0 triangle roll. It's a goated. Real Pazak players know that I'm crushing it. Okay, I'm fucking ready. Real ones know. And so I go all in. I look this fucking dumbass kid in the eye, and I go all in. You know, Han Solo style, kind of a badass. Then I cough, and then I check my fucking 401k. All right, so I go all in, and this fucking tank top kid goes, he looks at me, thinks about it. He looks at me, he thinks about it. And he goes, all right, all in. And he shoves his chips all in. And then he flips over and I flip over. He's got a fucking 0 triangle too. We have an exact tie. And if there's an exact tie, it goes by number of cards. We both have 4 cards. It's an exact tie again. It's incredibly rare. We have the exact tie twice on both the fucking tie and the tiebreaker. So we don't know what to do. So we ask Jenny from Naboo, and Jenny from Naboo goes, yeah, I guess you just draw a card. Highest card wins. Because also we're really late. We're running very late. I showed up late, and we're on the final fucking... So instead of splitting the pot and playing another round, we just draw a fucking card, random card. So now it's just fucking pure RNG. So Jenny draws 2 cards, flips them over. I lose. I'm internally furious, but I'm like, oh, happens. Hey, good luck out there. But internally, I'm like, I'm gonna get fucking Croy to put you in the brig. I can't wait for the First Order to take over the ship so I can fucking have you sent off to a spice mine. Okay? I'm thinking this kid's a fucking degenerate. So I'm furious, but it's fine. Okay, I lose. So I'm off doing other things. Me and Ari go take a stroll together. We're walking around the ship. There's always some stuff happening. What was really cool was that the actors would talk to each other even if nobody was around. I saw this on multiple occasions where you'd walk in and you could hear they stayed in character talking to each other. So like you could seamlessly join a situation. Like you'd walk into like around a corner and there would be like people whispering. I mean, they're whispering kind of loud, but like they knew nobody was there. Like NPCs. It was so anyway, we hear some whispering of like, oh, there's like something happening in this room and whatever. And we're thinking, oh, that could be cool. We can go investigate that. And right as this is happening, this is later that day. It's like hours later. That kid runs out of nowhere. And he grabs me on the shoulder and he goes, hey, I have lightsaber training. Can you play for me in the finals? Yes! 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 Dude, how sick is that? Yes! It's like a fucking side quest. This is all over 2 days. Yeah, this is over 2 days. So I'm like, fuck it. This is all I wanted to do. Because the most fun thing for me was the gambling. Gambling was fucking sick. The game was pretty fun. Whatever. So So this kid who I didn't even like, I wasn't even particularly nice to. We had a fun hand together. We played a good game, but he asked me to take over from the final, which is sick. So I get to go up to this cool bar area, and they have a legitimate.
Ooh, the phone tactic.
I'm gonna show you. Yeah, here it is. Like in the previous round, we were playing with fucking cards on a table, and instead they're in this fucking bar area with like a legitimate sabacc table, like a built fucking sabacc table. Do you think any of the guests were actors? No, I don't. No. This kid was not an actor. This kid went to lightsaber training. This kid was actually kind of annoying in some points. He was like talking too loud over the actors. And anyway, so we go to this sabacc table, which has actual buttons and like a cool screen and like a fucking the real dice. And it's kind of legit. All right. And my opponents are this fucking tough guy with the tattoos. This fucking girl, like, probably, I don't know, what, a 14-year-old girl. And then some kid over there. Let me show you the kid.
Phone tactic.
This kid right here. Okay? These are the 4 people that made it to the finals of everyone on the ship. And all I want to do is win this, dude. I want to win this so fucking bad. Oh. By the way, this guy knows of Ludwig and me. This guy is definitely a Ludbud. He goes like fucking, he asked me while I'm in this hand, he's like, so you know Ludwig, right? Or something like that. He's not even playing. This guy's just watching. He's just a viewer. And we're doing the final round. And this is cool. I mean, for me, this is cool. Even though these two are children, this guy on the right is an adult. And, you know, the crew are playing along. There's one actor who's like he's like the smuggler guy. And he's like super into it. He's like talking to us and he's like, you know, chatting along. He's like being the Lando kind of thing. It's cool. You know, it feels fun. And it's cool to be in the finals. So there's some attention on it. And assumably there's a prize. So I'm playing my ass off, all right? But, well, so nobody wants to hear about my bad beats in Pazak. Suffice to say, I fold, I win. Okay, I win 2 of the 4 hands. Unfortunately, when I win, I get, you know, a decent amount of money. And then when this guy wins, right here, this guy on the right, when he wins one hand, she punts everything to him. I mean, she goes all in with like a fucking 8 pyramid. Goofy! What are you doing? And so she fucking punts all her money. No, they gave you credits. It's not your own money. They put in. Anyway, she got her BB-8 droid her dad bought for like $900, and she punts all her money to this guy. It's a win trading scheme. I'm playing my ass off here. Anyway, he wins. This guy wins, and they walk up and they give him fucking some kind of prize. I forget what it was, but it was like a cool souvenir or something. And I'm dejected, obviously, because I really put my heart in the game. But now I'm sort of like able to play at that table. And so I did a lot of drinking and gambling at that table. It was actually really fun. So I kind of unlocked a cool little fun thing because that bar room has insane drinks, like really fucking good custom drinks. And everything they have is like, they put like dry ice in a compartment at the bottom. So it's like, they're all bubbling. They look alien-y. Everything, I mean, the food was really cool because, I didn't show you any pictures. Wait. I think the food kind of hyped me up. Here's an example of like I don't know, like everything was like plated kind of well. This is like a dessert. I don't know. It was cool. It was like, like the food was not hot dogs or whatever. It wasn't like pizza and like mac and cheese. It was like everything was like custo. But hear me out. It cost 5 racks, so it should be, if not more so. Like the thing is that I kept thinking like this is pretty cool. And then I thought about how much it cost, and then it was like, well, it's not that cool. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, there was space pizza. There was space pizza. Let me see if I fucking have a picture of it. Space pizza. Like, you didn't have to get it, but there was space pizza. Like, yeah, here it is. Fucking. Like, for the kids that didn't want to have anything else, there was fucking space pizza. And it's like, I'm not going to have that. I didn't spend 5 racks for fucking space pizza. But the kids had it. And there was probably other space basic things. But the food was good. There was one where it was like, wait, I think Ari took actual photos. I just wish she sent it to me. There was like these fruit cubes were good. I had those for breakfast a lot. Oh, that was the bar. Oh, what was that? That was some basic. Wait. Oh yeah, the drinks were hype. The drinks were hype. Oh, dude. Okay, so yes, the food and drinks were good, but their insistence on every fucking thing having a stupid name did bother the shit out of me. So, like, for example, there was one night where we had like bows. They were like different colored, like the steamed buns with things inside of them, and it was kind of cool. But they were like, okay, you're gonna need to pick them up with your Here's example. Here's some of the food. These were galactic grabbers. What the fuck? Dude, they're just like easy mode chopsticks. They're not galactic grabbers. Even in the world of Star Wars, no one would call those galactic grabbers. So the fucking waitstaff were all like, here, I've got your galactic grabbers for you. And it's like, who would call them that? Even if we live, assuming this is all real and I'm on a spaceship right now, we don't call them fucking Earth forks. You know what I'm saying? We just call them forks. Like they don't make any sense. It doesn't make sense to call them galactic grabbers. That threw me out. I was really pissed about that, actually. Especially from the guy whose home planet was Mexico. One of the drinks, I think this is like a margarita kind of thing. This is pretty good. Oh yeah, here it is. Here's the bows. And here's me with my galactic grabbers. This is the face you make when you've just been told that you have to use your galactic grabbers. Well, you're a little bit, you gotta put on a smile for that one. Was it all inclusive? Some of the drinks were not. Some of the like fancier drinks were not inclusive, but I believe everything else, like all the food was. But listen, it should have been. I should be able to get every fucking drink I want for 5 racks, but whatever. Skamaz. I tried blue milk. Yeah, I tried blue milk and green milk. I tried everything. Listen, I was gonna try and get my money's worth, so I tried everything. So on day 2, on the Saturday, the ship lands. Part of the story is the ship lands on Batu, which is the planet where Galaxy's Edge is based. So the ship lands, and you get into like an escape pod, which is just the back of a bus, I guess, but it's like all themed. Like right when the car engine starts, they play really loud, like they play really like everything's timed. So you're in the back of a bus where all the windows are blocked. They play a loud song, and like your fucking escape pod, and the bus drives you to Galaxy's Edge. And you get off of Galaxy's Edge, and you just do Galaxy's Edge things for like 3 hours. But what was kind of cool is that while you're at Galaxy's Edge, they're still sending you missions and text messages. So like there's even things you can do with actors and other things. Like we had to go to the bar at Galaxy's Edge and tell the bartender a code. But the thing about the bartender at Galaxy's Edge is that he's not an actor. He's not part of the journey, and he's been forced into this. So like you'd be like, hey, we need to, Ari did this. Ari was talking to the bartender, and she's like, listen, I heard you have a you have a code for me or something. The code is Orange Midnight, whatever. And then the bartender's like, oh yeah, here you go. And he like just fucking, he takes out the thing he has to give us. And he's not into it at all. On the ship, everybody's into it, and they would have played along. And he's like, yeah. And he just, he like takes the 50 of them he has in his pocket and hands it to him. Like he didn't carry along. He was a phoned in NPC. But anyway, he gave us, it was kind of cool to be like going to a bar and like trying to get a secret code from a bartender, but he was not into it at all. So that was done. We go all back on the ship. And for the big finale, which is like the end of Saturday night, that's like, because Sunday was only a half day and night was wrapping up. The big finale on night 2, I'm just going to spoil it, okay? The entire time you've been talking with all the characters that are created for this ship. None of them are from Star Wars movies. They're all like Lieutenant Croy's made up, and you're talking to them. But if you've been really good on your missions, and I wasn't, like I did my missions, but I wasn't like ahead of the game, hunting down actors. Kids found everything. I remember I was in line for food next to a kid, and I like glanced at his data pad, and he was like messaging fucking Finn and Luke Skywalker, and like he was so far ahead of me. And Ari. He was like, he was doing all his tasks. He had fucking, shit was happening for him. Whatever. Fine. Skill issue. I got outplayed. So we get to the end, and I guess if you've been really crushing your tasks, you would have known this was coming, but I didn't know it was coming. So it's the final day, and I've helped my bad guys. She's helped her good guys. And finally the bad guys make their move. Like they have enough evidence to fucking arrest the resistance or whatever. So Croy gets up on this balcony in front of everybody in the whole ship. Cause he's got it was cool. Cause we were like in bed, or it was like near night, and the alarms went off. It goes, woo, woo, emergency. Everyone to the atrium. Emergency. Now they warned us. They warned us this in the safety briefing that it's not a fire alarm. Like, don't be scared that you're going to die. They warned us that like if the red alarm goes off, it's part of the immersion. Because otherwise you'd be like, what the fuck's happening? All right, so we all have to everyone's like getting out of their beds and going down the hallways, and everyone's going to the atrium. And then Lieutenant Croy's there, and he's like, all right, I need all my First Order members to rise up. Like it's time to finally reveal ourselves. So he puts his fist up, and I'm like, yeah. And I look around, and it's like fucking 12 of us, dude. Like we're so outnumbered. And then everyone else is like booing. They're booing us. And like it's like all the kids, dude. All of the kids are resistance. They're all like fucking good guys, and they're like, boo, boo, Darth Earl, boo, Brandon. Like, so anyway, we were like off in our group, but luckily on our side is like a bunch of stormtrooper actors. So like a bunch of stormtrooper actors come out and like point their guns at everybody, and it's like, yeah. Now what now, bitch? What now, bitch? We got the guns. And and so it's like we're gonna win. And then right as that happens, on the balcony, fucking Rey comes in. An actress playing Rey. Looked kind of like her. Looked pretty close to Daisy Ridley. Comes in with a lightsaber, and she lights lightsaber, and everyone loses their fucking shit. I wish I have the video. She comes on and goes, Psh, and then everyone goes, ah! Ari's screaming. Chills, dude. And then she comes in and starts fucking beating up at everybody. And then Kylo Ren comes in. This is the fucking spoiler. Kylo Ren fucking joins the party, and he starts fighting Rey, and they're fighting all along the upper balcony, and it's like. Am I back? Hello? Dude, what the hell? Disney's trying to take me down. Disney's trying to stop me from preaching the truth. Disney's fucking coming for me, bro. The mouse busted in here. I was trying to spoil the 5K thing. They didn't want to lose their money. Carter, thank you for 3 months. Quinn Dota, thank you for the raid. Laza Batista, thank you for the 3 months. The mouse sends his regards, dude. For real. Wait, I got the video though. I wanted to show you. Yeah, here it is. All right, let me see if this opens up. Wait, first of all, here's the photo of that tank top kid. This is the fucking tank top kid.
We just need an official dealer to give us each one card. The tiebreaker.
Close to 10 or what?
Oh. That is a grown man? I don't know. He's a kid to me, dude. Zoomer. That is not 30. He's not older than me. You're joking.
Spooky.
Are we doing close to 10?
Huh? No, it's the highest.
It's the highest number when it's in the instructions.
3, 2, 1. 7.
Fuck. Can't believe I lost that. He's 27? Maybe he's 20. I don't fucking know. Point is, he's not 45. He's probably 19, dude. Wait, does she have, where's my video of this? Oh, this is the bar. You can see like the bubbling drinks. It's kind of cool. This is where the bartender was totally a fucking not into it though. He served in Vietnam with you. Wait, I fucking. If Big A had a month there, he would have grinded Sabak until nobody had any fun playing with him. I was already getting there within 2 days. I grinded Sabak more than anyone else in that ship easily, free. Because it was right next to a tasty bar with the best drinks. Oh, story about the end. Yeah. So the end. Okay, let me get to the end. Wait, this is probably a great video of it. Oh, here it is. Oh, here fucking she got a perfect video. Thank you, Ari. So then Kylo Ren shows up. And he chokes out Croy, who's the guy I've been working for this whole fucking time. So it's designed to make you go like, if you're the bad guy, you should switch sides. Because the only person I've been allied to this whole time is Croy, who's been promising me a big fucking job. He's like, yeah, you're going to go far in the First Order. I think you got General written all over you. The way you've been helping me out, when I'm a big shot, I'm going to help you, like he's talking about. And then Croy gets fucking force choked.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. And he breaks the shit. Dude, we keep cutting the videos off at the best part. Yeah, he breaks the fucking roof off the ship. Like it doesn't, it like actually falls off and people are screaming. Ari's into it. Ari got into it. Ari got into it. I mean, when fucking Ray showed up, Ari lost her shit. Wait, let me see if I have it. I sent a video to myself of fucking. Did it load? Yeah. Okay, I got it. There it is.
rise, Lieutenant, yet you are putting your own followers at risk.
I do believe they're in their muster stations. How better protected could they be?
That's not it. How's the benefits in the first order? I asked him that. So I asked the dude, I was like, hey, I was like, buddy, if I'm helping you out and I'm going to get a job in this fucking first order, you know, because I'm trying to be in character here. Like, what? Am I making money off this? Like, what's... And he told me, well, he's like, the Empire doesn't pay. He, like, pulls me aside. And he's like, the Empire doesn't pay that great, but he's super zealous. But he's like, what they make up in credits, or what they lack in credits, they make up for in honor. The honor of serving your emperor. Or some shit like that. And he, like, taps me on the back like I'm a fucking child. He's like, you'll understand someday. And then he walks away. Yeah, the actors were hype. He was hype. He was hype. I mean, it was... Anyway, Ray comes out. They fight. And then the guy rips off his helmet. But here's the problem. So the Stormtrooper rips off his helmet, and it's a good guy that we're supposed to know, but I have no fucking idea. And everyone around me, including the kids, like, oh my God, it's Sammy! It's Sammy! Sammy was hiding in this Stormtrooper outfit the whole time! And I'm like, who the fuck is Sammy? Like, I've been on the same ship as you this whole 2 days. I don't know this guy at all. Like, I haven't seen him once. Who the fuck is this? And everyone else is losing. Ari's losing. I'm like, oh my God, Sammy was there. I thought he was dead. I thought he was kidnapped. Sammy was in the... Who the fuck is Sammy? It's Glub Shitto. And I guess Sammy shoots Kylo Ren. He fucking has to back off. He leaves. Rey wins, saves the day. Everyone cheers. The kids lose their mind. The ship is repaired. We get a celebratory bunch of food and dessert. And it was a hype ending. It was cool. Everyone had a good time. There's fireworks outside. The fireworks in space makes no fucking sense. But there's fireworks. But what's funny is, so like even when it's all over, I go back to my room and my droid is still dead. And me and the other traitors, who basically first order fucking fully betrayed the crew, we don't get punished at all. In fact, the actors are like they just assume that we've learned a valuable lesson, and they're like, buddy, buddy. Like, the fucking smuggler guy is like tapping me on the shoulder, and he's like, hey, I'm glad you came around to the good side. And I'm like, I didn't do shit. All I did was cheer for Croy, and then Ray won. Like, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I didn't really help. And then I get text messages. I wonder if I still have my text messages. Can I still open that data pad? Wait, let me see. Oh, I can't. Bro, it's gone. Wow. From the full immersion to gone. Sad. Spend $5,000 to keep your data pad? I had all these text messages. Anyway, they all texted me after the fact, and they were like, hey, glad you came to the right side. Like, all the characters I had completely been ignoring and not doing their quests was like, glad, go again. You're right. You know what? Let's do another 5K. I got to see things I missed. Had to hide the paper trail? Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so that was the main long and short of it. So pluses were incredible actors, really committed, really good food, and a cool idea. The cool idea of like a Majora's Mask style, never-ending theater going on all around you. Your choice to experience as much as you want. That was cool. The cons was it was $5,000 for 2 nights. That's the con. And the second con was that the room kind of small. And the third con was that it was just short. It was kind of short. $5K for both. Yeah, $5K for 2 of us. So $2,500 per person, I guess, if you want to be honest with that. So $1,250 per night, which is really high. So overall, yeah, if you listen to my whole story and take away, the point is me and Ari had fun. The fact is because of when I stole my stock, it's like, that's a fucking fortuitous happenstance that made me a lot more than 5K. So it's like, whatever. I'm not hurting for it, but if I think about it from a rational person, which I do about money, I just think about it like, is this really worth it? I think it's slightly too expensive. I think probably at half the cost, it's pretty good. It was pretty fun. They put a lot of effort into it, but I think they left themselves a lot of room for margin. I think they left a lot of fat extra to make money. Also, I've lost way more than 5K in Vegas all time. So I guess if you assume I didn't gamble, whatever. They don't pay for travel? No, they didn't pay for travel. Like I only paid our own flights. So really overall, probably like closer to fucking 5.5, 6K. Oh, important though is you have to buy the room. The room is 5K, and that's the smallest room. So technically, we could have added 2 more people and made it half the cost. Like the rooms were small. I think they were perfect for 2. But technically, if you had like a family of 4 you could fit in there, or you brought another group of 2, or you crammed into a room, you can make it cheaper. And what I think is, because it's so new, they probably made it expensive for this first year or whatever, and they're probably going to dial it down over time. That's my guess after they've recouped their costs. That's my guess. But for now, at this price, I'd probably say save your money. Unless you're a huge Star Wars fan or you're a huge theater kid. My takeaway is, if you really got into it, like if you showed up in set, in costume, and you talked to every actor, you'd probably have a blast. I think you'd probably have a blast. I think some people did that, and I think they had a great time. Because the actors never turned you down. They never like don't banter with you. They're always have something to say. There's like a ton of storylines to do. You'll never be bored for the full 48 hours or whatever, more than that, but if you're not all in, and I think I tried to be as all in as I could. I was probably 75% in. It probably isn't worth the 5K. That's just my opinion. That being said, for me, I know Ari had a fucking blast. And so for me, it was worth it. Bro, the whole thing, reason listen, you know what makes me happy? Sitting around grinding fucking Hitman in the dark. Okay. I don't need the things that make me happy are usually pretty fucking inexpensive. And so if it costs nothing, electricity, I'm a degenerate fucking mushroom. So if I can take a vacation that like Ari's really going to enjoy and seeing her getting into it and having a good time, blast. Absolute blast. I actually don't regret it at all for that reason alone. But I'm just talking about if it was me myself. If it was me myself, I don't think I could justify the 5K. I just really couldn't. But she had a good time. So yeah, that's my overall review. End of the day, I think Disney didn't steal my 5K. They gave me something, but goddamn, it was expensive. And I still am going to feel haunted for having to hear Ari's blood-curdling scream when I murdered that droid. Because, you know what's funny? It's like, all right, so you have to tap your little data pad, you have a wristband that opens all the doors and like unlocks based on how your storyline's going. So when I would come in and tap it, the droid would be like, oh, I know you've been up to some bad things again or whatever. And when she would tap it, it would be like, oh, Ariana, great to see you. Thanks again for your help earlier today, or something like that. But after I killed the droid, she would tap it and it would just go static. Like I killed it for both of us. You know what I'm saying? Like it was extra brutal. It was brutal. That was really dark that they put that in. It was fucked. But overall, what I'll say is what it made me think about is like what other IPs would be good to do this with. Like, I don't know, like Harry Potter or fucking Lord of the Rings or it was a cool idea. The idea was cool. And I could see it being, if they can get the cost down, a more bustling thing for people. Hitman? I'm the only one there. It's a fucking warehouse. They just have me fake kill people. Among Us, dude, you actually could play Among Us in that ship IRL. Would have been fun as shit. Harry Potter would farm money. I think it would. I think if they made a Harry Potter version of this, they would fucking farm money. It would be people that are like 35 going to fucking 4th grade wizarding classes in their robes. Teacher, Wingardium Leviosa. Okay, but you're taking fucking ibuprofen for your back. Don't flip the wand too hard. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be that, but it'll print money for sure. It'll print money. If you don't mind, what was the stock you sold? I sold almost all my stock. I sold like in November of last year. I sold a bunch of Amazon, a bunch of Nvidia, a bunch of Sony, a bunch of. I sold almost everything, but my like I sold Neo. I sold a bunch of things. I sold a bunch of things in November. But totally unrelated question, by the way. Paper hands. It was literally like the peak. I couldn't have sold at a better time if I fucking had a magic crystal ball. Have you gotten back in yet? Yeah, back in on a couple things. So here's the deal. So you guys know how I have that Public sponsorship? During Marketing Mondays, I read about Public and I use Public every day. But I've mentioned this. I signed up for Public before I got the sponsorship. And so my Public account is under my real name. It's under Brandon Ewing. And so when I log on and check it, it's through that. It's through my other email. And it turns out they made me an account when I got the sponsorship. They made me like an Atrioc account. And so people have been signing up with my code and tagging the Atrioc account. Okay, yeah. So I finally signed into that account on this trip, like checking it out. And there's like hundreds, like 600 or 700 referral free stocks. So I start going through there and, whenever you sign up, you get a free stock and then I get a free stock for referring you. No, you don't know because I haven't told the end part. I only told you that I found the account. I never logged into it. Fucking dipshit. So I log in and there's 700. I still haven't gone through them all. But the problem is this thing doesn't expect you to have more than like 3 referral stocks. So you can't mass do them. You have to do them one by one. And each time you have to click referral, do a little animation, pops up. Which stock do you want? You click the stock. It goes, you got $4 of Disney or whatever. And so I was doing this like a fucking crack addict, like a Raid Shadow Legends player. I was clicking gaming this every bit of downtime, every line, the entire trip. So now I click Disney every time because I was on Disney and I felt like it was good omen. So I click Disney every single fucking time. And now I have like $2.5 grand of Disney stock in here from people, from free. So it almost paid for half the trip. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty hype as like a bonus referral. And I'm going to put a little of my own money into Disney because I was talking about it Marketing Monday, but Disney has passed Netflix as the most subscribed streamer in 3 years. Netflix took fucking 15 to get to where they were. Disney did it in 3. Parks revenue is rebounding. I'm just impressed with Disney's recent reports, and I think they've got a broad base of incomes and good IP, so they're probably set pretty well for the future. So and they've fallen a lot recently. So I'm putting a position in Disney, but not financial advice. But I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I'm just putting a little money into Disney, as like a safe bet. Did you like the part where Squidward showed up and played his clarinet? I wish that happened. Sell my house and buy Disney? Yeah, good. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying sell your house, get your parents to sell their house, go all in on Disney. Is that financial? Okay, don't buy calls. Don't buy options on Disney. Don't do anything like that. But anyway, you know what? I'll tell you this. The reason I think buying Disney is a good idea is because they got my fucking 5 racks. They got 5 racks from me, and they did not give me 5 racks back. So they're making money. They got profit on this weekend. There's got to be more people like me out there that they're fucking farming. So it's a good start. It's a good start. I'm the first whale of many. But overall good weekend. Fun time. Interesting. Wouldn't recommend it for the price. But I think they have potential there. And then when we were leaving, I don't think anything else happened. Oh yeah, on the way out. Let me tell you something. The guys that took our bags to the Uber were not in character. Once it was all over, they didn't give a shit. They had fucking badges with the plan on them, but they weren't like when I showed up and they were taking our bags, they were like talking about galaxies. They were talking about everything. On the way out, they were like, okay, time's up. Get moving. We got to clean this place out for the next fucking crew. Yeah, back in Planet Florida. They want to head out and watch Marketing Monday. By the way, Marketing Wednesday tomorrow, I think, for sure. When's your daily Fortnite with Connor started? So soon. I cannot wait for daily Fortnite days with Connor. What is Ari sending me? Oh yeah, and then on the rest of Sunday after the trip, Ari went to Gator. Oh wait. One more video. You can watch fucking Bat Chest.
Oh my god! Oh shit!
Yeah, it went in. Oh, it was cool because you can't see the floor up there, right? You can't see the floor, but they actually have conveyor belts and shit on this floor. You can never see them. You're never high enough to see them. So we don't have it on video, but like at one point they go, do the force hands, and she flies back like it was cool, or like she floats up and then pulls forward. It was cool. It was like the choreography was pretty cool. Anyway, people were bat chesting, all right, as you should do. She became Toad. Runs in the family, Paper Mario. Neat. Marketing Wednesday tomorrow, which means you will schedule it for Monday and we'll get it on Tuesday. Okay, you're depressed. You're depressed, okay? And you don't need to take it out on me. Don't fucking take your depression out on me and your bad attitude towards all things. That's not my fault. It's not my bad. When are we getting more Paper Mario? You know when that. Paper Mario comes once a year. Same time every year. Doesn't change. It's immutable. Does that count as a diagnosis? Yeah, if you want to get medication. Just send them a clip of this and you're diagnosed. Warpig, thank you for the 9 months. Powdery Burrito 2, thank you for the prime. MLC Mike, thank you for the 3 months. Anyways, yeah, tomorrow, Wins and Fails, and the HBO Max Marketing Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we'll probably do Best Tweets and maybe Get Smarter. I told Factor I would do it on Thursday, and I usually do Get Smarter for Factor, so. We're back. Is there a new Donkey video? Isn't it like a 1 second long Better Call? Hey, babe. Is there anything else you want to say about the trip? Or like anything you remember from the Star Cruiser that was fun? She went to Gatorland on Sunday, where she saw live gators. It was very Florida. It was like dozens of live gators, and you were like throwing chickens to them and things.
I had a fish, so I threw fish out there with chicken. It was really fun.
So that's fun.
Yeah, I recommend Gatorland. It was very fun.
Gatorland, big thumbs up.
Yeah. You're not gonna talk about Harry Potter.
No. Not that interesting.
Good for marketing, though, huh?
Yeah.
You gotta tell them to go to Gatorland. I gotta run in Orlando.
All right. If you're in Orlando, go to Gatorland.
That's it. It was fun.
Atrioc, be careful. Right next to you is a gator. What's the topic for Marketing Wednesday? It's on your mother and her proclivities in the bedroom. It is a very in-depth presentation with video, so I would not show up if you don't want to really learn the details. But it should be a good one. Should be a good one. You're bullish on that? What is that? Are you investing? Shark Tank tonight? No, I don't think so. I think for tonight, well, what did I miss? Did anything crazy happen on Twitch while I was gone? I feel like I've been out for a week plus with the wedding into the mini honeymoon into work. So did anything crazy happen? Are they still doing fucking Camp Canute? Cult of the Lamb was big. It looked pretty fun. I know that Connor played it. He told me to play it. Girls Trip. Yeah, Girls Trip looks sick. Oh, shit. SmashCon was fucking sick. I watched the SmashCon VODs on the flight. SmashCon was sick. Yeah, Mango winning. I talked about it at the beginning of the stream already, but yeah, Mango winning was fucking awesome. It's just so sick to see them rank him 10th and he wins. That or 11th. They ranked him 11th? What a fucking goat. Aiden Ross got swatted. L. New Channel 5. Aspect video popped up. Yeah, I saw that. Sick video by Aspecticore. Void 1 Evo. Oh, wasn't there like some Steve drama? Didn't Steve finally win a major or something and versus MKLeo? I don't fucking care about Ultimate, to be honest. Close the Lamb looks kind of good. I wonder if I should play it. I think the problem is I have to play. I really want to do Ori. I want to finish this week. I want to finish fucking Elden Ring, and then I want to do Ori, and then maybe Close the Lamb we can try after. But Asmongold got a 30-day ban from WoW. Isn't that the worst thing WoW could do? Didn't WoW like already lose a ton of player base when Asmongold went to fucking Final Fantasy? Try banning Asmongold when the... I feel like Asmongold could literally shoot a person in real life and not get banned from WoW after the Riot MMO comes out. I think once Riot drops their MMO, Asmongold can say and do whatever the fuck he wants, and they will not fucking ban him. The risk is too high. When's the next Hitman Horse? I don't know. I feel like I have a Hitman video to put out first, and then I can go do some more. Riot MMO gonna ruin my life, dude. Show of hands. How many of you are gonna have your life ruined when the Riot MMO comes out? How many of you are Arcane viewers who are gonna fucking dive in with both hands, begging for escapism, and just fucking put in fucking 18-hour days until your whole life is rotted away? There's a good amount of you. I'm seeing like half, dude. That's a lot. And we're not even an MMO channel. Oh, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad, dude. That game is going to cause problems. That game is going to break up relationships. That game is going to cause fucking problems. The Riot fighting game will destroy me. If it's good, it'll cause me some problems too. If the Riot fighting game's good, I'm going to fucking get into it. Nah, I have friends. Do your friends play the game? Because that can be the worst. If you have friends that are into MMOs and they all get in the right MMO, then you'll have to do it too. And then you'll get extra addicted. Because when your friends play, you play extra hard. You're playing more because you want to have cool shit with your friends. Dude, having friends that play it is even worse. Does LoL or the MMO ruin more lives? I think the MMO will. I think MMOs are built to suck up. Like, League of Legends is a game that makes you angry. But unless you're a true fucking degenerate like I was, it doesn't take that much time because you play a game or two of League and you want to quit for the day. If they're both losses, toxic piece of shit teammates, MMO will fucking take way more time because MMO always drip feeds you success. The whole thing about MMOs is like you're playing and it's just drip feeding you new gear, new stats, new level ups, new shit, new points, reputation, coins. You're getting a little stronger. You're always getting dopamine hits. So your brain doesn't want to take a break. But like if you're an ARAM or a normals league player, you can probably play one or two, have fun, or have a little. It's fine. It's gonna be so cool though. I mean, if they do it right, it'll be really cool. I'm not saying it won't be cool. I'm just saying MMOs are if the more good an MMO is, almost the scarier it is. You know what I'm saying? You want the MMO to be bad so you can get out of it. A good MMO is like, oh shit, my brain can't resist. Like, you know, I got into WoW for one summer. One summer, that's it, and I lost that summer. That is one summer I'm not going to have. You know? Of my youth, one summer was lost, and like people lost way more than that. I got out only because I got into something else. I don't know, I probably got in, or I moved. I forget exactly what happened, but for some reason I was deep into it, and I don't know why, but I got out. And it could have taken years from my life. That was my entire preteen, early teens due to RuneScape. Yeah, RuneScape did that for a lot of kids. I lived in Germany when RuneScape was big. Like, when it was not old school RuneScape, but just RuneScape. And a bunch of people were super into it. I still have addiction withdrawals from EVE Online. EVE Online's crazy because it's not even a fun game. There's not even a gameplay part. It's just spreadsheets. Like, the only thing fun about EVE is the story that happened afterwards. It's a job. Yeah. Yeah. EVE Online is like a second job. But the problem is real life jobs are like unpredictable. If you work really hard, sometimes you don't make it. Like, you could work really hard at your job and not get extra money or promotion or anything. You might not get any reward at all. The company might just take your extra labor and pat you on the head. But when you work extra hard in EVE Online, you get shit. Like, the thing people like, I think, about the reward system in MMOs is like your effort always gives you reward. So you work hard in WoW or anything. You put the time in. You don't have to get better or anything. You just put the time in and you always get more stuff. But real life is not like that. People don't like that, so they get mad. I spent 16 hours a day getting number 1 on Hypixel Skyblock. I won't last in a good MMO. Is that you? The legendary number 1 in 2016 Hypixel Skyblock player? Holy shit. It was worth it. We all instantly recognized you. I have no leg to stand on. I did that for League of Legends. Oh, wow. The rank 22 player in season 1 or League of Legends season 2. Holy shit. I was ranked above Scara? Dude, I have a friend, Lorenzo, actually, from my bachelor party and my wedding. One of my groomsmen, his name is Lorenzo, and he, at one point, had more games of Kog'Maw, the League of Legends character, than any human being on planet Earth. It was cross all servers, including Korea, China. He had more Kog'Maw games than anybody else on Earth. But think about this. So at one point, he had, I don't know, 8,000 plus Kog'Maw games. He was low gold. I'm not shitting on Lorenzo, but you know what I'm saying? Like to put in that much time and be you got to figure out, like, well, you got to find some way to improve. It's funny because if he ever had Kog'Maw banned, he only played Kog'Maw. If anyone ever banned or picked Kog'Maw, he would always pick this is not going to make sense to non-league players. He would pick AD Malphite. He would pick Malphite, buy no items, and on his first bat, get a single BF sword. It was the... His team would be furious every fucking time. But he never changed. He would always do it. And that guy's out there putting in 8,000 games. So imagine, like, this is what the problem. This is toxicity. This is how toxicity spreads. If you don't get it, drop a little W. Hi, Mazzy. If you don't understand League of Legends, just go, oh my God, BF sword, little W. Just fucking join in. Just pretend like you're part of it. Okay? Like, you understand. You're part of the joke. Dude, I'm set. I said BF sword, dude. He literally would buy a BF sword on Malphite. First item. Nothing else. No potions. I'm not even kidding, dude. It's that crazy. Hey, thanks for the sub, Lexi. Bro, first item for real. I'm not this. Yeah. So he was a Kog'Maw fiend. And he would talk to me. Listen, it sounds like I'm fucking knocking on. I think Lorenzo is one of the coolest people I know in my life. And he's fucking killing it right now. And he, like, travels the world. And him and his wife work from home, like, from in Thailand and Europe and whatever. Lorenzo's killing it. All right. So I can shit on him in League of Legends. Let me tell you, he would talk to me about making a pro team in college. Like, this is when I'm grinding every day, top of the ladder, like optimizing for. I would wake up and do like CS training and then play fucking 25 games a day. And he was hard stuck gold, Kog'Maw only. And he would come and sit on my couch at my dorm and be like, bro, we should start a pro team. We should start a pro team. Like, I'll be AP Kog'Maw middle. And you can be like, you can like go top. And I'm like, I'm a challenger level mid laner. Why would you go middle with AP Kog'Maw? With your only, like, but I wouldn't say that because Lorenzo's my boy. So I'd be like, yeah, we could probably get a team together. Yeah, it was a very. We'd have these debates, and then he would tell me like, I can invent things the Koreans have never thought of. He's like, yeah, I can't out practice the Koreans, but I can make a strategy they won't be ready for. Because what I would tell him is like, yeah, man, even if we like start a pro team, the Koreans are really good. Like, we have to practice a lot harder. And he's like, no, but I can make a strategy they'll never think of. And his strategy was 80 Malphite. Yeah, I don't know. Did Stans grind League? Yeah, he did. Stans grinded. Not as much as me. I never met anybody in college who was more degenerate about it than me. But I did meet other grinders, and Stans was one of them. Stans was always the glue guy. He was the guy that was happy. He would keep the team together. Stans would say nice things, and like, he'd always say, "We got this late." You know, it was annoying, but he would do it. Why'd you not go pro? So I was on, this is pre-LCS, by the way. So teams were formed by sponsors, and they would just be flown out to events. And we were on a team, I was on team FXO. FXO sponsored me and Locust from Dignitas and a couple other people. And we did some tournaments, but we were paid like in mouse pads. We were paid like basically only in FXO branded mouse pads, and I thought it was sick. And so I was like, all right, well, I have to kind of get my profile up. So what I would do is I would only play in solo queue because I was in the highest ranked solo queue. I was playing with like Hotshot GG and all these pro players. And I was trying to get my name out there. So I would only play Pantheon, Twisted Fate, or Shen, and I would call myself Mr. Global. Even though Fizz was my best character, I was like, I'm going to be Mr. Global. And I would play all the global champions, and I would be like, Mr. Global's here. Mr. Worldwide would have been funnier and better, but I wasn't clever enough. So I kept calling myself Mr. Global, and I was trying to get known on streams and stuff, but it wasn't really popping off. It wasn't really doing it. and you know, I was doing all right. And when I was on this team, you know, I was really good at like Twisted Fate and Fizz, and you know, I had like a good roster of champions. But this guy Locust, who was our worst player on Team FXO, but he was like the most well-known because he came from Dignitas. He was like bossing us all around. He would tell me to play Zillion and shit. He'd tell me to play champions that I don't play. And then I wouldn't do that great. And then he was like, HR, you gotta step it up, bro. Anyway, the point is I started to really grind for the college team instead of my quote-unquote pro team. And then our college team won Ivy Law, which is the nationwide college League of Legends tournament. Like, we were the best college team in the country. We won Ivy Law. And because of that, we got invited to play in Vegas for IPL 6, which was the biggest league tournament in the world at the time. IPL 5 had been the biggest. IPL 6 was going to be even bigger. And then we were super excited. I've told this story a couple times, but I messaged all my friends and family. I was like, I'm going to Vegas. They got us a suite. I'm going to play on stage. Like, my grades failing to 0 will be worth it. I told everybody, this is going to be my moment. Like, I'm going to finally fucking make. I told my dad. My dad and I have been fighting a lot because my grades were not that great in ASU, and I was playing all the League of Legends. And I told him about this. And then right before the tournament, by the way, it's crazy because Nick Allen, a guy that I'm friends with, the guy that was at my bachelor party, small fucking world. Nick Allen ran IPL at the time. He was the head of IPL. I fucking hated Nick Allen. He works for Lud now. It's so crazy. But this guy, Nick Allen, ran IPL, and I fucking hated him. Because he messaged us, and he was like, yeah, we got your suites ready. It's going to be awesome. And then we start hearing rumblings that, like, IPL has been bought out. And we're messaging him, like, what's going on? He's like, don't worry. Don't worry. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be great. And then it turns out that IGN, not just IPL, but like IGN, the whole fucking company, got bought out by Ziff Davis Media. And the first thing Ziff Davis Media did when they bought the company was look at the expense report or whatever. And they were like, man, we're spending a lot of money on this Vegas tournament. Let's cancel it. Because it was like a multi-million-dollar tournament for League of Legends and StarCraft and everything. So the first thing they did was cancel it. Even though they'd already booked the suites and like, they're just like, we'll save the money. So IPL 6 gets canceled. I have to tell my fucking dad that it got canceled. He doesn't believe me. He thinks I made IGN up. He thinks the whole thing is fake. We get in the hugest fight of my life with my dad. Oh, miserable. It's like, this is the lowest point of my whole life. I want you guys to know this. Like, the lowest point of my whole life is after Nick Allen canceled IPL 6 on Ziff Davis. Because I had put in like 14-hour days for a year. I mean, a year plus. My whole life was League of Legends. And this is like my big event. And like, it literally saved my life. Like, if this event hadn't been canceled, I would probably be a C tier or dropped NA mid later. I'd be on fucking CLG right now, hustling out for min wage, trying to get dropped. You know what I'm saying? Because the second IPL got canceled, I was like, CLG is good now, not CLG. I would be on fucking CLG Academy. Yeah, I'd be on CLG Academy or something. Or TSM is probably bad now. I'd be on something like that. Anyway, yeah. So when IPL got canceled, I was in college, but I was doing really badly. And I had this big fight with my dad, and I was like, fuck it. Like, I want to work in esports so badly, but being a player sucks ass, and it's too unreliable. So I swore right then I was gonna work in marketing for esports. I was like, So I started actually paying attention to my classes, and I started like trying to nosedive my grade, like pull up the nosedive of my grades, which I sort of did. I pulled up my nosedive for junior and senior year, like last left at junior and senior, and and I started doing more classes and stuff. I also got into the Core 6 Gambit class, which helped me out. So you know, it's actually good it got canceled, but at the time I was so depressed. I was so sad. What was your cumulative GPA? I don't know. I think I brought it up to high 2s or maybe even got low 3s. Maybe. Well, I think it was high 2s, to be honest. High 2s get degrees. Yeah. But I was like in sophomore year and early junior year, it was like it was failing. You know what I'm saying? I had a good freshman year and a good senior year. So that's what brought my GPA up. But sophomore year was like there's a lot of just totally missed classes. Like there was classes in sophomore year, especially some online classes that I signed up for that I just didn't do. I didn't do anything. Not once. I didn't do the intro. I didn't do the fucking final. I signed up and I didn't show up. Did you graduate on time? I did. I did graduate on time. Free money for them? Yeah, for sure. Any games tonight? I don't think so. I think I'm chilling. I'm just shooting the shit. Tomorrow we'll do targeting or warkening, and then maybe late night Elden Ring. Remember Chaox? Yeah, I do. I remember all those guys. I remember Big Fat GG and Chaox and Hotshot and you know, Snoop and all those guys. I'm about to do my first real try at college at 24. Dropped out 2 times, but finally found something that interests me. Hey, good luck. Good luck. Good for you. Good fucking luck. Give it a real shot. If you're going to do it, give it a real shot because it is expensive. You know what I'm saying? College is scam is probably the wrong word, but it's just, it's predatory how the prices have increased so much over the past 15, 20 years. Like they raise the prices every year without raising the quality of the education or the fucking schooling. So college is kind of cringe in that respect. It's still, the degrees can be valuable, but definitely if you're gonna do it, don't do what I did because it was probably a waste, at least for sophomore year. How was working at OMFG? Don't fucking troll my LinkedIn and then ask me questions, you stalker. But OMFG was Original Media for Gamers, which was a fucking like StarCraft radio show. Not radio, but it was like live streaming with just audio, casted StarCraft games. Pre-Twitch. It was a company that some dude founded near ASU, and like he needed internet, and I had a dorm room. So he was like an adult, dude. I was like 18, and I was inviting this guy who was like probably my age, 30, to go just sit in my dorm room and broadcast StarCraft. He brought us equipment and like set it up in my dorm. But whatever. He was fine. I'm not. He wasn't weird. I mean, he was weird because he was a StarCraft caster, and then went there, but he was a nice guy. But he didn't have any fucking place to. Best decision you made in your career? I guess to leave Twitch. Well, I mean, the best decision I ever made was signing up for that resume review on LinkedIn at Riot Games that won me a free pair of tickets to the Season 3 World Championships. Because winning that ticket allowed me to meet my future boss at Twitch in person and charm him enough to get the job. That was the best. I mean, that changed everything. But in terms of actual decisions that had real thought, so when I decided to leave Twitch, I had an offer from Blizzard and an offer from Nvidia. And every single person in my life told me to go to Blizzard. Every single person. My parents, my fiance, Ari, who I was just dating at the time, my friends, I think even like Ludwig and Stans, Scar, Toph, everyone was like, Blizzard, dude. Blizzard would be fun. This is before Blizzard's total meltdown. And they were offering about the same salary, but my boss, who I was talking, my future boss, who I was talking to at NVIDIA, was just more of he was just an awesome dude. He just has had a cool life, and he's done real marketing, and like he worked at Mattel, and like he knows real shit. And I really wanted to learn. I wanted to like be a fucking good marketer, and I felt like Blizzard would be like a really fun time. But I thought at NVIDIA I might actually learn some shit, and also I'd have real responsibilities. And my boss at NVIDIA was also like, yeah, you're gonna have to, like, we're gonna sell real products. like if the marketing goes well, like more GPUs will get sold, and it will be able to attribute it to you. And I kind of wanted that, because one of the worst parts at Twitch was like all of our marketing metrics were kind of bullshit. Like I ran social media at Twitch, right? So the hardest number that I had to my name was that I grew the accounts from like 0 to 4 million followers, which is cool. It's like a big number, but for everything, every campaign, it'd be like, you know, what is your contribution? I'm like, I got a bunch of likes. We got likes. And like, what does that mean for money? Like, does that make Twitch any money? I don't know. We got a bunch of likes. It was just tough. Like the overall follower growth was cool. And by the way, I knew in my heart then, but I was kind of too young to explain it. I can explain it easier now, that social media is incredibly fucking important. Like the reason is because it's a extremely high ROI activity, return on investment. You can, with a cost of almost nothing, you can get insane amount of people to see whatever your marketing message is. If you do it right. If you do social media well, instead of having to spend a fuck ton of money on digital ads, you can get a bunch of people to see it. It's very smart. It's actually very powerful and very, but I didn't know how to explain that then. I didn't understand the business side of it enough. I was just like, yeah, we got likes. And then the fucking, CMO would be like, okay, what does that mean? Actually, if you look at it nowadays, social media is like the most important. Social media and influencers are like by far crushing every other part of marketing. Like traditional TV ads, useless. Banner ads, pretty useless. A lot of traditional marketing is fucking whack and just expensive and wasteful. And then good social media and good influencers is like getting people in. Like small companies are leapfrogging big companies by doing them well, because you can get infinite return. Like if you do it well enough, it can spread virally, which you can't do with paid. But I didn't know that then. So anyway, I always felt weird at my job, because I was like, I just felt like I was disconnected from the real decision making, and like, so at NVIDIA, I felt way closer to it. I felt like everything that I was saying was way more valued. So I took the job. But that was the best decision I ever made, because like 6 months after I chose to go to NVIDIA instead of Blizzard, Blizzard did a bunch of layoffs, including some friends that I know that went to work there got laid off, and they started a total meltdown over the next fucking year and a half. Just a massive meltdown. And NVIDIA had the greatest stock run of like any company, except for maybe Tesla. Like NVIDIA had the fucking most insane stock run over the next year and a half of all time. And it was like just two branching paths that really, really went the right way. So that was the best decision I ever made. Is it worth doing marketing post-grad in your opinion? You said any worth? I'm sure there's some worth, but the problem with graduate school is that it's so fucking expensive. So if you're saying, is there any worth in it? I probably would not do it. Like, if you're doing grad school, I feel like you should have something in mind. You should be kind of committed. Grad school is really expensive and really time consuming. And not only does it cost you money, but during that time, you could probably be working and making money. So you're losing the money you could have made and you're spending money and it's hard. So like for grad school, you have to have a goal in mind. I wouldn't do it just to do it. That's just my opinion though. Again, if you're doing it and you're liking it, fucking all power to you. And sometimes like people use grad school to ride out like a really bad economy. People that graduated during a recession are like, fuck it, I'll just do grad school and then come back. That's fine. But just know that it's expensive. And like that's fucking money that you don't want to have to pay back. All that debt just makes you grind harder. Yeah, for sure. How do you feel about digital marketing now? Yeah, it's great. Digital marketing is great. It's very important. But you know, you gotta try to be good at it. Annyeonghaseyo? Yeah, I can say it. I lived in Korea. You're making me feel like shit pursuing academia, you bastards. Bro, I respect you so much. I was just reading this article about, dude, we have a massive teacher shortage in America because teaching has been so fucking underappreciated and underpaid for so goddamn long. People are just quitting. Like, people are not joining. We have the biggest fucking teacher shortage brewing. Like, it's already been a problem and it's getting worse. And like people that are even hella committed to it are just getting burnt out and pushed out of it because not only are parents fucking annoying as shit to teachers, they yell at teachers, they blame teachers for their students' failings, for their kids' failings, but it's just underpaid, underappreciated. And like if you look at a country like Norway or something, they pay teachers way better. It's a respected profession. People want to do it. And so, but like the real losers of it are not just the teachers, but like the students. Like I had bad teachers for sure, but I'm thinking like when I was reading this article, I was like, man, Gen Z is probably getting, I bet you guys have some fucking awful teachers or not even awful, but the most burnt out, like overworked teachers. And so it's like, or probably even Gen Alpha now. And like that has knock-on effects where nobody can learn anything. Like it's like, I don't know. I have a problem with, I'm going to get on a wider rant here. I think the whole concept of like splitting the day into like little 1 hour chunks of learning surface level of a bunch of different subjects is like the wackest way to do school. It's like designed to be as boring and monotonous as possible. The way people learn in real life is they pick one thing they get into and they get obsessed with it. It should be like you should have a history month. If you're going to do it like that way, it should be a history month where you're like actually learning history all the time and then you learn something else all the time. And then like these little fucking split ups are just totally whack. It's designed to like overwhelm your brain with 19 different things that you don't learn any deep thoughts about. It's not impossible to learn from it, but it's just like, it feels like the worst way. In real life, if you want to get the piano or you want to get whatever, you do a lot of it. You get obsessed with it. You go overboard into one thing for a little while, and you actually learn it. People should do that more. Like I would think that would be sick. Math month sounds hell, but if you're someone that struggles with math, instead of having to dread one math period, if it was like math every day and you had real reinforcement, like you had to like sit down and try it until you learned it, then you could actually fucking get, like nothing else is bothering you. You're not worried about other tests or whatever things. You're only worried about learning this one thing in math. You could actually get it. I think that's the way to learn. I think the system sucks ass. And then when you're done with it, you don't have it for the rest of the year. Yeah, you'd be done. And that's my first pass of an idea. I just think like a way to make it where you're going deep on one thing at a time. So you have to learn that before you can move on would be sick. System is hard for teachers because What did Quack say? System is hard for teachers because either you hire so much more staff or you need all teachers to be experts on all subjects. Yeah. Yeah, that system is hard for teachers. I see what you're saying. Yeah, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, true. You're right. You're absolutely right. Well, no, because not every student would need to be doing math month at the same time, right? It would just be in cohorts. You'd have some group of people doing math month, some people doing history, whatever. Yeah, not all the schools doing it at the same time. So you could actually maybe even have less teachers. You retain so little information. I feel like you retain so little information now. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. I mean, the ideal is like there's a bunch of classes about related to real world shit, like taxes and investing and how to manage money and how to buy a house and all that shit. And then you also have classes related to your interests that you can like really go deep on. That'd be hype, but they can't really do that in a regular school. What's up, Josh, man? What's good? What decision did we come to, chat? Did he get scammed? Oh, yeah. Yeah, sort of. We landed on that it was kind of cool, but not worth 5K, bro. Unless you want to do it, Josh, man. You and me. We'll go back, round 2. What's up, Falcius? I'm playing Ori this week for sure. You know what? Yeah. Let's run it. All right, we're doing it. Me and Josh, man, taking on Disney, dude. We're going back. I'm flying back to Florida. And we're going to do fucking round 2. And this time I'm going to be even eviler. See if there's anything I didn't unlock. This time I'm going to win Pazak. I'll be the good one to balance your evil. Okay, well. I already did that. Speedrun killing the droid. Finland focuses... what does Finland do? Because they're kind of crushing public schools. Finland focuses on a single system of locally controlled public schools. Teachers have great autonomy. And educators... Oh, yeah. Autonomy. The only thing I was reading about in this article was like how... Because we pay teachers so little and give them no respect, there's so many bad teachers. And to accommodate of having so many bad teachers, we have to be so strict with how the learning is done. So everything is very rote. Everything is like by the book. Everything is like teaching to the test. So teachers have no autonomy. They can't like make their own lesson plans. They can't like be creative with how they teach it, right? So the good teachers get smushed down into the same box. Like the good teachers can't express anything that's extra because they have to do the exact same fucking guided lesson plan that helps the bad teachers not be totally useless. And so I think that, that's one of the downsides. Like if you invest more in teachers, you get more good teachers. And you have to like design the system around saving them from being totally useless. In Finland, they made teaching a much better job with stricter qualifications, and it fixed a lot of the outcomes. Yeah, I just think that would work. I don't know. The whole point is I feel bad for people getting into teaching because it's like not fair. And then I feel bad for students who have to deal with like the system that leaves them with under-equipped, underpaid teachers. Yeah, it has bad knock-on effects. Best teacher I ever had was one that wasn't beholden to a curriculum. That checks out. Yeah, it just makes sense, right? Like if they're actually like the best teacher I ever had in college was somebody who was actually working as a marketer full time. Like he ran his own marketing agency and then part-time taught at ASU. So like he wasn't just fucking reading a book and doing a lesson plan. He was like talking about real shit. It was awesome. I learned so much from that guy. And he was passionate about it because it was his day-to-day job. Like his business lived or died based on knowing it. I gotta get water. 1 second. Yum. Yum, 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 yum. I love Sour Patch. Anyway, it all worked out. Everyone here is going to get a free Lambo, I'm sure. And everything is going to work out. But I just got interested in it. I was thinking about it. The best teacher I ever had was a guy who left his job at animation lead at Nickelodeon because he got kids. That's hype. You worked at Nick? You sponsored by Sour Patch? I wish. Dude, I fucking love Sour Patch Kids. He directed the animation for Jimmy Neutron. That's sick. That's sick. My best teacher was going to be a priest, but he left because the other priests were racist. Checks out. That's all. He told you this? The teacher was just talking about that? The best teacher I ever had were those Indian guys on YouTube. Is that for math? Yeah, I heard people in college would always be watching those. Or for computer science. Yeah, dude, YouTube teaches all sorts of shit. But that's the thing is, with YouTube, it's the same thing. Like, you can pick something you're actually wanting to learn and focus exactly on that, and then watch it at your own pace, and then rewatch it until you learn it. It's like, I don't know. I wish we would adopt some of that for fucking schooling. My best teacher would catch us smoking and then smoke with us. You guys are... These are getting farther and farther. That's not that cool. Like, that's not that cool. I don't need the teacher to fucking light up with me. That's not going to help. My best teacher bought us booze. My best teacher just sold us crack straight up. My best. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about those. You're getting a little farther from it. I think that the line where they know what they're talking about and they fucking are creative with how they teach it, that's sick. Hacksaw Jim Rum. Hey, boys, it's 10:30. I do have work tomorrow. I'm going to call it a little early. Get ready for Marketing Monday. Sevens, I'm glad to be back. I hope you enjoyed the tale of my $5,000 Disney adventure. Truly a sordid one, but I did have a good time. I appreciate everyone that showed up, every subber today. Thank you. Jackie Moon, D Shives, Noah Rose, Mako Petro, Zach with AK, Not Swift Pelican. Appreciate it all. I'm going to readjust. I'm on Florida time a little bit, which is 3 hours later. So I can't believe East Coast Frogs watch this shit, dude. It's so late. Shout out to the East Coast Frogs. I'm going to end stream, and I'll be back tomorrow with some marketing and some other stuff. Big stream week for me. Sevens, thanks for everybody for sticking around, and see you tomorrow. Let's raid Mango, the champ. Raid Mang, dude. This guy got ranked 11th and then won a fucking tournament over everybody else. Fucking GOAT status. Say it to Mango. Peace. Good night, everybody.